Where's my yogurt, and my spicy sticks? That's not right. Where did my snacks go? They even left a sip after stealing my drink. This thief is actually pretty polite. Whose stuff is this? It's filthy, don't throw it away. Ah, who's there? Come out, I saw you. I saw you right there. I can't come out. Are you really inside there? I'm not on your side. My space seems to be connected to yours. You steal my stuff and then make up such a crazy story? Seriously? I've been without food or water for 4 days. I had to take your things to survive. What? Survive? You're using my spicy sticks to survive? Are you being serious right now? 4 days without food or water. I really thought I wasn't going to make it this time. It's lucky you have food over there. Do you really have monsters on your side? The infected, you guys probably call them zombies. Don't try to scare me. There's no reason for me to lie to you. Single unopened bottle of water over there is worth more than gold over here. Worth more than what? Gold? You have gold over there? Is anyone picking it up? It can't be traded for food, and it can't be traded for clean water either. So, what you're saying is, if I give you food and water, you'll give me gold? That works for me. That's just talk. You need to prove it first. It's real gold. I just happened to find it a moment ago. It's not much, but if you can give me food and water, I can find more. What do you need? Water? Clean water? And basic first aid kits, anything for inflammation, fever, or bleeding will do. Alright, as long as you have gold jewelry or anything valuable, you can trade it with me for food. Deal. Just wait, I'll get you some water right away. Do you have water? Mineral water, purified water, milk tea, or other drinks? Which one do you want? Water is fine. Okay, just wait there. I'll get it for you immediately. What time do you think it is? Why aren't you out here helping with the chores? You haven't fed the cows yet, what are you messing around with in there? You're a young lady, you should be back in the village farming. What will people say about our family? Just wait, I'm going to trade for some money. I'll make sure mom and dad don't have to be pushed around by grandma and uncle's family anymore. Let's see who dares to laugh at us then. That's all we have at home. Make do with this for now. Commander Sue, I can't hold on much longer. If I die, please look after my son. What are you talking about? Since I found you, I won't let you die. Such clean, hot water, it feels too luxurious to drink this now. Let's save it for the sick children at the base. Come on, drink some water. So sweet. Captain Sue, where on earth did you find this drink? It's a long story, I can't explain it in just a sentence or two. Daji, from now on, we'll have clean water and food. I mean it. Captain Sue, aren't you going to keep this crystal core to absorb it yourself? Her space is too small, I have to help her level it up first. Is she the one who's giving you the water? Yeah. Something else just appeared. What is this, a night shining pearl? It smells foul, like rotting fish. This is the lingering energy residue from an infected creature of the apocalypse. It's called an infection core. Once you evolve, it can expand your storage space. But you can't just touch it casually, the energy residue is dangerous. You want me to touch something that came off a monster? No way, I'm not doing it. You'd be better off finding me some gold jewelry. Our current space is way too small. We can't transport large supplies. If you use your space to absorb the core, the space will level up and grow larger. Once the space expands, I'll be able to get you more gold and valuable items. As long as the space gets bigger, we can trade for even more money. My parents won't have to suffer anymore. Alright, I'm in. If I wash it clean, it won't be so gross, right? Touching it directly is still too disgusting. I'll try absorbing it using the space. That's such a strange feeling. I'm not even hungry anymore. In fact, I feel like I'm bursting with energy. My dark circles are gone. And not only is my vision clearer, But why does my whole body feel so light? The energy in this infection core actually has these kinds of effects. But let's focus on the mission. I'm done absorbing it, but I'm not sure if the space actually got bigger. Hey, you liar. The space hasn't grown at all. That must mean there wasn't enough energy. A single low-level core can only temporarily enhance your physical fitness. Absorbing cores requires a cooling-off period. You should be feeling dizzy and feverish right now, aren't you? So it was all for nothing and I just grossed myself out for no reason? I'll keep collecting cores for you. As long as there's enough energy after evolving, the space will definitely level up. Even though the space didn't get bigger, I do feel like my stamina has improved. This investment wasn't too bad. You wait here, I'm going to go get you something to eat. I can't take your stuff for free. These are pork buns made with meat from the pig mom and dad raised. They're so delicious. I can't touch the rest of the rice, flour, and oil. Otherwise, when mom and dad get back from the fields, they'll think a burglar broke in. 2 buns should be enough to help him fill his stomach for now. Captain Sue, you told me to look for valuable stuff. But this is the apocalypse, can you eat money? Stop yapping and just look. I used to think a gold chain was just something to trip over, but this place doesn't even have a single moldy can. What's the point of finding gold? Just some ordinary wedding jewelry? This place is too poor. There's barely anything here. Come here, look at what this is. Am I hallucinating? I just traded some crystal cores for it. It's so juicy. Where did you trade for it? I want some too. So it's gold, right? I'm gonna tear this whole building apart if I have to, just to find more. Here, take it. A big meat bun for you. How long has it been since we've seen real food, Captain? I have to save it. My son back at the base is still stuck eating moldy crackers. I can't just eat this by myself. Go on, eat it. There will be more food later, as long as we keep finding gold. We can trade it for real food and clean water. Really? For real? Let's trade this box of gold jewelry right now. Gold bracelets, gold necklaces, gold rings. Even though the origins of these are complicated, I can tell them it's just old family heirlooms, so I can cash them out legally in small batches. As long as I go through a legitimate recycling process, I can get some quick cash. Mom and Dad won't have to put up with Uncle's attitude anymore. This isn't just a business opportunity. It's their responsibility, too. Look at that girl from the Shaw family. They put her through college and she still ended up coming back to the village to farm. People are going to laugh at our family. What's the point of a girl studying so much? Might as well get married early. Once I trade this batch of gold for cash. Let's see who's laughing then. Young lady, these gold pieces have a pretty vintage style. Are you sure you want to sell them? Do you have an ID and proof of where you got them? They're just old heirlooms from my relatives. I need the cash for an emergency. Bought them in the big city for a high price. They're pure gold, I promise. Alright, today's gold price is $599. The buyback price is usually $499, but since the quality is so good, I'll give you $550 per gram. That's 55 grams total. Deal. 30,250 yuan has been deposited into your account. It's hard to explain where this stuff comes from. I can't keep selling it like this. I need to go through proper jewelry appraisal and official channels. But with this starting capital, I can buy some emergency supplies and send them over to Sue Yu first. Drinking water, compressed biscuits, canned goods, disinfecting wipes, and a basic first aid kit. That should be enough to help them hold out for a while in the apocalypse. With the rest of the money, I'll get Mom and Dad new phones. This dimension isn't just a business opportunity. It's a responsibility, too. I have to be careful. Here's some drinking water, compressed biscuits, and the first aid kits, Captain Sue. We're saved. The kids at the base are saved. This must be a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's our benefactor. As soon as the sun comes up tomorrow, let's go scavenge for more gold jewelry and old supplies, ching ching. Why did you buy so much stuff? How much did all this cost? You child, why are you wasting money right after getting home? Mom, Dad, I bought these phones for you too. Uncle's family needs to take care of their own business. Don't be afraid to use them. Oh my, this must be so expensive. My old school phone works just fine. From now on, use these to video chat with me. Sha-ching, help. A swarm of infected is closing in. We desperately need something to barricade the door. What? Oh my goodness. Ching-ching, what's wrong? Why do you look so pale? Did you get heat stroke? Come inside and rest. Mom, Dad, my stomach suddenly hurts so much. I think I ate something bad. I'm going to the bathroom. Run slowly, dear. I'll go make you some brown sugar water. The door is about to break, Sha-Ching. Do you have anything that can brace the door? Even a long tool would work. Where would I have any long tools lying around here? Would a broom work? Too flimsy. There are way too many infected. We need something to keep our distance, or something that can use bright light to disorient them. I've got the bright light distraction covered. There's no time to think, just hold the door for now. Captain Sue, let's do this. I'll cover you, you run for it. Li Yao, catch, jam the door shut. Get back. Hurry, evacuate through the side window. That was a close one. That trade was intense. My heart can barely take it. Oh, I see now. So that's why you bought all this stuff. So you've suddenly come into money, huh? Mom, Ching earned this money herself taking jobs. Your mom can barely even read. Using such a fancy phone is a total waste. Since your cousin is starting high school this year, this phone should be given to him for his studies. Hand it over. How are you talking to your elder? You should be taking care of your cousin. My parents' phones were bought with my own hard-earned money. Uncle's family can take care of their own needs. I paid for these things, I'll give them to whoever I want. Have you lost your mind? You unfilial girl. Grandma, these phones are for my parents to use. If you keep being unreasonable, I'll tell everyone in the village about how my cousin skipped school to play video games, and let's see how Uncle handles that. You just wait. I didn't have the guts to stand up to your bullying before. But now that I can make my own money, you still want to take advantage of us? Not a chance, Sha-Ching. We made it out safely through the side window. Those tools of yours were a huge help. As long as you're safe, that's what matters. Did you find anything good this time? We had to evacuate in such a hurry, I couldn't find any gold jewelry. I grabbed some other things on the way out. Not sure if they'll be of any use in your world. Look at this material, the craftsmanship. It looks so unique. These special techniques and materials. Even if I take it to be appraised, it should fetch a good price. The imagination and world building in this book are impressive. I can use it for inspiration. I'll write it myself. I'll write one called Sunny Days in the Wasteland. An original post-apocalyptic fantasy novel to post on a web fiction platform. Take the necklace for a materials test, and I'll write the novel myself. This is an honest way to make money. Man, this screen is huge. The video doesn't lag at all. Old Shaw, this phone of yours couldn't have been cheap, right? Your daughter just graduated. I hope she didn't take out a loan to buy that. Debt collectors will be knocking on your door soon. Old son, what are you spouting off about? My daughter takes online commissions. She earned that money with her own skills. Unlike your son, who only bought you a generic off-brand phone for the new year. It's so slow it can't even open WeChat, right? You. Don't get so full of yourself. HMPH, my daughter is happy to spend money on me. Why do you care? Ha ha ha. Captain Sue, this roasted chicken is so fragrant. It's been so long since I've had real meat. Eat slowly, no one's going to steal it. Captain Sue, what else does that benefactor want? As long as I can trade for the supplies my son desperately needs, I'd sell my life to her. She needs special materials and valuable items from the old world. As soon as the sun comes up tomorrow, we'll continue clearing out the block. As long as we find what she needs, the people in the base won't go hungry anymore. Tonight, let's clear out a few more infected. Save all the crystal cores, she needs them to expand her space. This craft is truly unique. Once I get the formal testing report, I can start working with legitimate auction houses or jewelers. Chapter 1. The Apocalypse Descends. With all this authentic apocalyptic material as inspiration, this novel is definitely going to be a hit. Hello? Oh, my. Ching, I heard you graduated and went back to the village to farm? Spit it out. I'm having my wedding at a hotel in the city this weekend. Come be my bridesmaid, and maybe you'll actually get to see the real world for once. Don't just sit in the village and rot. Oh, sure, I'll be there on time. And while I'm at it, I'll see if you need any fresh produce for your wedding. You want to step on me to feel superior? Since Auntie Er's sweet potatoes aren't selling, I'll take this opportunity. I need to push these unsold farm products and build my first batch of real-world inventory. 5-star hotel, giant diamond ring. Wang Cici, since you're so eager to pick a fight, I'll come and show you what's what. But before I go, I need to absorb the crystal cores I got from Su Yu. The energy this time is stronger than the last. Good thing I waited a few days in between. Otherwise, my body really couldn't take it. My nearsightedness actually got better. This energy, purified by the crystal, doesn't just boost my physical strength. It even restored my vision. I feel so incredibly powerful. Even though I felt a bit dizzy and feverish after absorbing it, it was worth it. This is great. The space finally expanded by a few square meters. Now I can store even more supplies. While I've still got this energy, I'll go help my dad with the farm work. Ching, you were doing so well in the big city. Why on earth did you come back to farm? Uncle, I quit my job. I plan to come back and help my parents out. Aren't you afraid of people laughing at you, girl? You're a college student with such delicate skin. How could you handle the hardship of farm work? Uncle, I often helped out in the fields when I was a kid. You call that work? That pesticide sprayer is dozens of pounds when filled with water, and it's hot with so many bugs. A girl like you couldn't even lift it, let alone carry it. With my current strength, let alone dozens of pounds, I could run with it on my back without any trouble. Just watch me, Uncle. Ching, what are you doing out in the fields? Go back. You don't need to help with this. Dad, I already told you I'm back to help you farm. And I wanted to check on our vegetables. Check what? Vegetables are selling for dirt cheap right now. We work so hard, but can't make any money. Dad, don't worry. I just landed a huge order online. I even got the deposit. I'll take care of all our crops. You managed to sell them and actually got a deposit? Of course. Our tomatoes look great. Once they're ripe in a few days, give them all to me. Dad, take a break. Let me spray the crops. Don't, that tank weighs dozens of pounds, you can't carry it. She just lifted it up. And this speed, she's even faster than I was when I was young. Dad, I'm sending you 75,000 yuan. 5,000? Tomatoes only go for a few cents a pound, why would you need so much? Just keep it. Once this batch of tomatoes is harvested, we're switching our entire field to cabbage. Cabbage? Cabbages don't sell for anything right now. You have to plant them in November, okay? My big client specifically asked for a huge quantity of cabbage. It's what we call contract farming. Trust me, we won't lose money. WeChat payment received, 5,000 yuan. 5,000, okay. I'll listen to my daughter. I'm heading to town right now to buy cabbage seeds. Su Yu's side is extremely short on food. Cabbage stores well, has a high yield, and should be just enough to meet the base's needs. Su Qing, you took the jewelry. We need basic emergency supplies. A child at the base has a high fever and isn't going to hold on much longer. Boss, give me cooling patches, a thermometer, oral rehydration salts, disposable masks, disinfectant, and a basic first aid kit. Pack it all up for me, and then go to the supermarket next door. Help me get a few boxes of children's nutritional powder and clean water. Su Yu, the first aid kits, cooling patches, and children's nutritional powder have all been delivered. Go save them, quickly. Su Yao, thank goodness you're finally back. So many kids in the base have high fevers, and my little brother is burning up. He's not even conscious anymore. If we don't get these fever-reducing supplies soon, they won't make it. Where's Dudu? How is my son, Dudu? Your sister-in-law is holding him in the shack. He hasn't eaten anything for 2 days now. Don't panic, the supplies are here. Take them and distribute them to the children. Remember, you can't just use the medicine however you want. Have a doctor look at the instructions first. Isolate the severe cases, cooling patches, first aid kits. We can save them. The kids are going to be okay. Tien Rui. There's no food left. Dudu isn't going to last much longer. Captain Su. Use bottled water to mix the nutritional powder. Feed him just a little at a time. Don't overfeed the child. Keep the water clean. He drank it. Dudu actually drank it. Captain Su, whatever else Comrade Sha Qing needs, I'd give my own life to get it for her. She needs items of value, jewelry, and historical documents. Go boil this. Use it to help Tien Rui recover her strength. Food and medical supplies can save lives, but they can also spark chaos. The base needs to establish a food distribution system immediately, otherwise, no matter how much food we have, it'll just lead to trouble. Su Yu's really got the drive, doesn't he? Trading emergency supplies for gold jewelry. This deal isn't bad at all. I need to find time to get it professionally appraised. This necklace has such unique craftsmanship, it'll go perfectly with my new dress. Wang Sisi, didn't you want to laugh at me at this 5-star hotel for going back to the village to farm? Well, today I'm going to show you what it really means to earn money using your own skills. While I'm at it, I'll promote the village's unsold agricultural products too. Time to establish our first batch of reliable stock. Old classmate, I'm here to bring you a big gift. Sha Qing? Isn't she supposed to be back in the village farming? How could she afford to wear such a nice dress? Cece, happy wedding. Oh my, if it isn't our village's own Gao Linsheng? I heard you quit your job to go back to the village and farm? I guess the food in the big city wasn't good enough, so you went back to live off your parents? What kind of future is there in farming? My family's sweet potatoes. They aren't selling at all, no one's buying them, it's driving me crazy. Exactly. For a woman, finding a good husband is the only thing that really matters. Ching, this dress of yours is rented, right? Must have cost a pretty penny for just one day. Rented? Auntie. Your sweet potatoes and Uncle Gia's potatoes too. I'm buying the whole lot. I'll pay the standard market price. I won't lowball you on the price. Don't tease me, dear. If you don't believe me, I'll transfer the down payment to you right now. We'll sign a contract and follow the proper procedures. WeChat Pay, 2,000 yuan received. Wow, they actually paid up. Ching, are you running some big business now? Don't act like a big shot. Spending your parents' money just to show off? And that piece of cheap glass around your neck must have been bought at a street stall to look fancy, right? Excuse me, miss, may I take a look at your necklace? This unique cutting technique. This necklace is exceptionally well crafted, Miss Shaw. Would you be willing to have it appraised privately and sell it to me? Mr. Lee, you must be mistaken, right? A village girl like her can't be wearing anything valuable. I've been in the jewelry business for decades, I would never be mistaken. Miss Shaw, as long as the appraisal checks out, we can negotiate the price. This can't be possible. My apologies, Mr. Lee. I have no intention of selling this accessory right now. This is the real reason why I came here, to solve the problem of unsold produce in our village, and to establish a stable supply chain. Why do you guys have food? Give us some. Stand back. Supplies are limited. Anyone who tries to start trouble will be kicked out of the camp immediately. We're starving to death. You're forcing us to die. Sha Qing, just relying on instant noodles and these snacks isn't enough. The camp is almost reaching its breaking point. I have to set up rules for food distribution. Otherwise, even with plenty of food, chaos will break out. Captain Su and his team are starving. There are too many people, I'm afraid we can't hold them off. It's fresh meat, and sweet potatoes. Everyone, quiet down. As long as you follow the rules, everyone will get to eat. But starting today, there must be order here. All food must be registered, with priority given to the elderly, weak, sick, and injured. The search and rescue team will get rations based on their missions. Anyone who doesn't comply leaves now. We'll listen to Captain Su. We'll follow the rules. Li Yao, organize some people to register and distribute the sweet potatoes and meat. Start by making meat broth for the children and the wounded. First thing tomorrow. I'll lead a team out to search for valuable supplies. This place might be a bit out of the way, but it's over 200 square meters. 800 a month. Renting it as a warehouse is an absolute bargain. I've already transferred the 6 months rent to you. Pleasure doing business. Warehouse sorted. Next, I'll set up a small farm produce station. I need to source produce that can be stored for a long time. This is amazing. I've got my startup capital now. Su Yu, you absolutely have to hold on. This is a win-win deal for us, Captain Su. We've scavenged quite a lot of metal materials and jewelry from the old world this time. Sha Qing should be satisfied. Get out of the way. It's a high-level armored infected. Ordinary melee weapons can't even scratch its defense. We're in big trouble. Li Yao, get back. Captain Su, I'm going to take you down with me. Sha Qing, it's a high-level armored infected, regular weapons can't stop it. We need something heavy to block the passage now. Find something heavy and sturdy. Su Yu, lead it to the abandoned elevator shaft. Or a narrow tunnel. Get ready to drop the heavy cargo. What kind of defensive maneuver is this? Is a miracle happening? It's our key partner stepping in to help. A high-level crystal core fragment, the energy is definitely enough. The spatial dimension just leveled up. Su Yu, you still alive over there? I spent a fortune on these building materials, I'm not dying today. Here's that high-level crystal core fragment for you, the space should expand quite a bit. A high-level one? Perfect. If there's a gold shop nearby like the one before, help me grab some valuable stuff. Li Yao, get to work. Scour this area thoroughly. Metals, stone, or old world records, take it all. You got it. Today, we're the strongest salvage team in the wasteland. She's buying sweet potatoes from someone else. Offering 40 cents a pound? Why wouldn't you take them? They're from her own uncle's place. She has to give me a $500 deposit today. Mom, Ching signed a formal contract with those people. Everything is collected according to standard. You can't just cut the line or hike the price. Mom, stop yelling. I'll pay it. I'll pay the $500, okay? Just consider it helping out my older brother. Dad, you can't give her that money. When we do business, we have to play by the rules. This is a unified village purchase contract. As long as Uncle's sweet potatoes meet the standard, I can collect them at the set price, but I absolutely will not allow jumping the line or price gouging. Have you lost your mind? I'm your own grandmother. Your uncle is your own flesh and blood. Now that you've made some money, you don't even recognize your own elders? Grandma, this isn't about recognizing elders. Business is about integrity and rules. Everyone in the village is watching. If I set a precedent like this, how am I supposed to do business in the future? You ill-mannered little brat. I'm going to tear up this useless paper right now. Grandma, let me make this clear. If Uncle wants to sell his sweet potatoes, he has to follow the unified standards. And stop coming to my house to cause trouble. I'll take care of Mom and Dad. Uncle's problems are for them to deal with themselves. Captain Sue, please, I'm begging you, save my grandson. This is an ancestral jade bracelet, it's all yours. Ma'am, please get up. What happened? Captain Sue, a severe outbreak of acute gastroenteritis has hit the base. The water might be contaminated. Over a dozen people are already vomiting, suffering from diarrhea and high fevers. We must isolate the water source immediately. Everyone can only drink boiled water from now on. I'll keep the jade bracelet for you for now, as a voucher for the supplies. You need clean water. I'll find a way. Sha Qing, the base has a gastroenteritis outbreak. We urgently need rehydration salts. We need clean drinking water and basic disinfectants. The doctor says we have to get it under control immediately. Su Yu, I've sent over the basic fever patches and rehydration salts. Use these prevention supplies first and coordinate with the quarantine measures. The acute gastrointestinal issues at Base 7 have basically stabilized. Next, Li Yao and I are planning to enter the underground vault in the abandoned wealthy district to scout the area. The situation underground is unknown. Don't risk your lives just for gold. Don't worry, the gold is just for trade. What's truly important is exchanging it for supplies for the base's survival. You need to stay alive first. We can worry about the gold later. Understood. Old Zhang has 300 caddies of cabbage and 100 caddies of potatoes. The count matches up. Old Shaw, your bookkeeping is getting more and more professional. Ching is a girl who really gets things done. She's leading the whole village to find sales channels. Uncle Son, everyone's produce is high quality. I have legitimate supply chain channels here. We'll do everything by the contract. Everyone will be able to earn money with peace of mind. Ching is right. From now on, our village's produce will have uniform pricing and uniform standards. Team Leader Sue, this is the vault the predecessor mentioned. Prepare for combat. Hello, miss. I am the producer from the production company. Your original post-apocalyptic novel, Wasteland Sunny Day, has excellent data. We would like to purchase the first-round film and television adaptation rights. We're offering a $1 million intent deposit. Subsequent contracts will be signed in stages based on development progress. What do you think? The $1 million intent deposit is fine, but I have one condition. I am not selling the full copyright. I must retain authorship rights and the right to review the script. No problem. That shows responsibility for the work. We agree to keep your authorship and review rights. I will send you the electronic contract immediately. The deposit can be wired today. The startup funds for the rescue are finally sufficient. Sha Qing, there's a situation. The energy emitted by the amethyst we found has attracted a swarm of infected. You're surrounded. What kind of support do you need? The infected are closing in on us. We can't fight them head-on. We need to set up a temporary defensive perimeter and evacuate the wounded as soon as possible. We urgently need high-intensity floodlights to disrupt them, plus sandbags to seal the passage. And protective masks and folding stretchers. Understood. I'm ordering a large batch of folding stretchers immediately. Floodlights, sandbags, and masks are coming, plus a batch of bottled water and compressed food. Find cover and wait for me. Spatial storage. Teleport. Li Yao set up the high-power floodlights immediately, aimed at the passage where the infected are approaching. Everyone else, move the sandbags to reinforce the line and put masks on the wounded. Use the folding stretchers to prepare for the evacuation. Ching, our Sunny Day Farm produce station is becoming more and more professional. All the paperwork is in order. It feels good to do things the right way. Dad, from now on, we'll do everything by the book. No matter which relative comes to plead for favors, we only conduct legal and compliant business. We won't buy illegal contraband, and we won't show special treatment to anyone. The energy from this amethyst can actually resonate with the spatial rift. Could it be the key to maintaining or expanding the spatial gateway? Ching, we're just here to collect sweet potatoes and cabbage for the village. Is it really necessary to run all the way to the county seat to register a small company? Dad, we have to grow this business. Legalization is the first step. I didn't just register a small company. I also went out of my way to register the warehouse I rented. It feels much better doing things by the book. From now on, our accounts must be crystal clear. Right now, our income mainly comes from 3 sources. First, the margin from agricultural product distribution and transit. Second, the legitimate royalties from my web novels. Third, the proceeds from those special handcrafted accessories, which passed legal inspections and auctions through old Zhao's connections. With these legal sources of funding, we can do whatever we want with our heads held high. Ms. Shaw, please double-check this. All the goods are here. But since you're an agricultural product company, why are you ordering so many vegetarian meals and compressed rations at once? While we handle agricultural transit, we also bundle in some emergency food kits. It's part of our e-commerce support strategy. Don't worry, we strictly follow the rules in our business. This purchase contract is in duplicate. It must be filed and archived. Plus, we only buy legal daily necessities and food. We absolutely do not touch any illegal or controlled items. Ms. Shaw, your professionalism is reassuring. Feel free to reach out whenever you need anything. Absolutely, count on it. Captain Sue, with this shipment of supplies Ms. Shaw sent over, the guys can finally have a full meal. These supplies are enough to keep us going for a while. Everyone's morale and energy levels have stabilized. That's our best chance at surviving in this post-apocalyptic world. Since our logistics are now secured, we can't keep wandering around like we used to. From today on, we're going to start planning a permanent camp here. Leo, after you finish eating, take some people to scout the surrounding building structures. Mark all the blind spots in our defenses. Copy that. Little Shaw, your business model is quite unique. Boss Wong, I've been watching your warehouse these past few days. There are quite a few big trucks coming in and out, but I only see crates of food being pulled in. Yet I hardly ever see any trucks taking goods out. The volume of supplies just keeps going in. It doesn't look like typical e-commerce assistance at all. Boss Wong, our online sales channels haven't fully opened up yet. I'm just taking advantage of the manufacturer's promotions to stock up on inventory while it's cheap. Fine, as long as you aren't storing prohibited items, just keep it under control. I have to find a way to perfect the accounts and the logistics cover for the shipments. Otherwise, the secret of the space will eventually be exposed. Captain Sue, receiving supplies on the reality side might become restricted. I'm already working on a solution. How are things on your end? Don't worry. With the clean water and compressed food you sent, we just rescued a group of trapped elderly and children from the ruins. Everyone's emotional state has stabilized. Auntie, these yummy things. Did the invisible Sunny Mom really send them to us? Yes, that's Auntie Sha Ching. She has been helping us all along. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sunny Package. Sha Ching. The kids gave the things you sent a name, they call it the Sunny Package. As long as it helps them, that's all that matters. Remember, don't let them think this is a divine gift. This is just us doing our best to help humanity survive. Ching, the vegetables that came in today. I've already registered them into storage exactly as you taught me. The accounts are completely accurate. Dad, I trust you the most with this. From now on, the logistics of this agricultural business will rely entirely on you and Mom. Ching, your business is growing so big. And you've even set up some kind of supply chain. Can you really handle all this by yourself? Mom, don't worry. I'm running a completely legitimate agricultural business. I've got a professional team managing everything for me now, and our distribution channels are rock solid, no worries there. Captain Sue, look at this mark. This must have been a private underground vault from the old wealthy district. The lock's already been busted, and I can hear movement inside. That sound doesn't seem like anything to mess with. There's a high-level infected guarding it. Get ready for combat. Ching, honestly, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't bought up everything at the market rate, all these vegetables would have just rotted in the fields. Nobody else wanted them. Don't mention it, Uncle Lee. We signed a proper contract, it's all about a win-win partnership. As long as the produce is good, I'll buy it all. Let's build this supply chain up together. 500 pounds of Napa cabbage from Old Lee's place, 300 pounds of potatoes, everything matches up. Ching, I've got all the order tallies for this batch organized for you. Dad, you keep such clean records. Honestly, you're even faster than me using a computer. I used to think all this business stuff was for big shots, and that I couldn't really help out. But now, for the first time, actually helping you manage all this produce. It feels so rewarding, Dad. Our Sunny Farm Goods shop is going to depend on you to keep things in check from now on. You're the backbone of this family business. You got it, as long as you don't mind your old man being a bit slow on his feet. I'll take care of all the weighing and counting at the collection point. Captain Sue, I heard these rich people vaults have a ton of special materials and precious metals. If we could get our hands on them, we wouldn't have to worry about funding for the base anymore. Let's scout the situation first, safety comes first. Sue, you guys go ahead and scout, but whatever you do, don't risk your lives for gold. We don't know what's in there, and I don't want anything happening to you. Don't worry, gold is just for trading. What really matters is survival supplies for the base. We aren't going to throw our lives away for a few pieces of metal. Exactly, you need to make sure you stay alive first, gold can wait. Safety is the priority, understood. Captain Sue, this thing's shell is way too tough, I don't think we can take it head on. It's a high-level armored infected. Don't engage directly, back off. Get the construction scaffolding and the hydraulic jacks ready, let's look for a chance to block its path. Li Yao, spread out. The monster's armor is too thick for standard weapons. Stop trying to brute force it. Sha Qing, we've run into a high-level armored infected. It's blocking the main corridor. We need heavy-duty pulling equipment to lure it away and trap it. Copy that. I'm transmitting the steel frame construction kit and cables to your location right now. Use the heavy puller and the high-intensity floodlights to trap it using the terrain. Li Yao, hit it right in the eyes with that floodlight. Everyone else, assist me. We're setting up a trap with the steel frames and cables in the abandoned elevator shaft. Lure the bastard over here. Drop the steel frames, seal the entrance. Oh, Captain, that move was brilliant. Took it down without even getting a scratch. This isn't just a normal crystal core, it's a residual piece from old world equipment. Bring it back for Sha Qing to study. Entering the vault. Found it. This is the most valuable thing in here. Sha Qing, we've cleared the vault. Besides the gold bars and jewelry, we also found a few research hard drives from the old world. Sha Qing, we've cleared the vault. Besides the gold bars and jewelry, few more hard drives from the old era. This is great. Send everything over first, I'll sort through it. There's way too much gold. We can only offload a small portion through official recycling channels to avoid any unnecessary trouble. As for the special materials and jewelry, I'll send those to Old Zhao for official authentication. But these hard drives? We can't let those go public yet. We need to make high-level backups and handle the research internally first. And those things that look like antique artifacts? We absolutely cannot touch them. The legal risks in the real world are just too high. Seal them all away. The craftsmanship of these materials is unheard of. If these hit the market, it would cause an absolute sensation. That's exactly why I came to you for advice, Old Zhao. I want to get these items verified by the most authoritative, official channels. Miss Shaw, these are impressive items, but I have to warn you. No matter how valuable they are, you must ensure you have completely legal and compliant proof of origin. Otherwise, once they hit the market, you'll be asking for endless trouble. Don't worry, Old Zhao. In my business, legality and compliance are my top priorities. I've received everything from Su Yu's vault, but we definitely can't just sell it all off. The risks in the real world are too high. We have to categorize and handle everything strictly. How are you planning to arrange this? You know the rules of the real world better than I do. We'll follow your plan. First, we absolutely will not touch those antique artifacts. Since their origin is unclear and the legal risks are so high, we'll seal them away on the spot. Second, for the gold, I will only take out a tiny amount at a time. Since their origin is unclear and the legal risks are so high, we'll seal them away on the spot. Second, for the gold, I will only take out a tiny amount at a time. I'll use authorized gold shops or banks for the recycling. Third, these hard drives are top secret. I'm keeping them off the grid for now. I'll find a completely secure tech team to back them up and study them first. As for these unique pieces of jewelry, I'm planning to send them straight to an authoritative institution for testing. Good. The base has high daily expenses, so we need to be steady and cautious. We can't risk everything for a quick buck. You've got a good head on your shoulders, Miss Shaw. I'm not worried. The metal forging technique on this piece of jewelry is extremely rare. It doesn't look like any mass-produced item you'd see on the market. It has immense research and collection value. Old Zhao, you're the leading authority in this field. That's why I brought it to you first for your expert eye. I want to go through the proper official channels. I want to get a full material analysis done. The items really are incredible, hard to find treasures. But I have to give you a friendly warning. The industry is being monitored very strictly right now. The more precious and rare an item is, the more important it is to have legal and compliant proof of origin. If you don't have a clear, legal source, never let them just drift into the market. Otherwise, it will cause you endless trouble. Don't worry, old Zhao. In my business, legal compliance is always my first priority. I'll set up a legitimate handicraft company. I'll make sure all the paperwork and testing reports are perfect, Sha Dai. The hard drives you brought in were physically damaged quite badly. But after working on them for the past few days, we successfully backed up and recovered some of the underlying data. Nice work. Did you manage to extract any valuable core information? Most of the data turned into garbled text. Did you manage to extract any valuable core information? Most of the data turned into garbled text, but we did manage to crack the surface layer of one core log. Look at these high-frequency keywords that keep popping up, Old Era Laboratory and this one. Infection Source Sample Analysis. Old Era Laboratory, Infection Source. Su Yu, are you listening? What happened? We managed to recover some of the data from the hard drive in the vault. It doesn't just mention a top-secret facility called the Old Era Lab, but it explicitly uses the term source of infection. This is likely linked to the true origin of the apocalypse virus outbreak. Find a way to send me the coordinates and the data. We need to pay a visit to this Old Era Lab. Su Yu, I've got all the supplies ready. Besides basic protective gear and food, I've even sent a whiteboard and markers over to you. A whiteboard? That's right. There are more and more people at the base now. Simple charity only works for so long. We have to set rules and establish a system to get everyone moving. That's the only way the base will actually function. You're right, and that's exactly what I'm planning to do. Get ready to receive the supplies. Ching, your logistics support is incredible. You even thought to get us a whiteboard for our meetings. Everyone, settle down. I've called you all here today to announce the base's new rules. From today on, we aren't supporting any freeloaders, and there will be no privileged class. Everyone will be divided into 4 groups based on their physical condition and expertise. Search and rescue, logistics, medical, and patrol. Li Yao, you lead the team responsible for scavenging supplies and scouting routes. Make sure to stay safe. Understood. I guarantee we'll get the job done. Tian Rui, you're detail-oriented, so you'll be in charge of distributing children's nutritional food and logging everyone's supplies. Dr. Lin, you lead your team to set up a proper medical zone. You have full authority over sanitation and disease prevention. Don't worry, Captain Su, I'll track every single ration. Not a bite will go to waste. With these medical supplies, the risk of cross-infection will be kept to a minimum. The base has only one rule: everyone does their job, and we look out for one another. We don't do kowtowing or hero worship here. We are a team. Anyone who breaks the rules is out. Is that clear? Understood. Ching, ever since you started buying our crops, everyone's had something to look forward to. We were short-sighted before. You all grew them so well. Let's keep working together long-term and make a good life for ourselves. Boss, look over there. That camp actually put up new tents. They're even handing out clean food and water. Hey, in this wasteland, fat sheep are meant to be slaughtered. Tell the boys to get ready to work. Uncle Son, this is the final payment for those 2 acres of sweet potatoes. Please count it. Oh my, Ching, I was so narrow-minded before. I never imagined a girl like you could sell off all the sweet potatoes our village couldn't move. And at such a fair price, too. Absolutely, Ching is our village's biggest hero now. From now on, whatever we plant in our fields, we're following your lead. Don't worry, everyone. As long as we stick to the contracts and ensure the quality of the vegetables, we'll never have to worry about sales again. Let's work together to build a brand for our villages. Agricultural products. Su Yu, the first batch of sweet potatoes in the village has been successfully settled. The villagers are full of energy now, and their attitude toward me has changed completely. How are things on your end? It's not looking good. A bunch of strangers appeared on the perimeter of the base. They must be scavengers from nearby. They didn't open fire immediately, they're just skulking around and testing our defenses. Scavengers? What do they want? I guess they noticed we've been eating well lately. They've set their sights on our food. We don't want to start a massive, bloody conflict right off the bat, so we're sticking to defense for now. I get it. Defense first. I'll go buy a batch of high-powered spotlights, loudspeakers, anti-riot nets and alarms and send them over to you. Let's force them back first. Listen up, you people inside. Hand over half your food and clean water. And we'll leave. Otherwise, once we break in, we're taking everything you've got. Turn on the lights and sound the alarms. Ah, what is that? It's too bright. This is your final warning. Back off immediately, or face the consequences. Ah, what is that? It's too bright. This is your final warning. Back off immediately, or face the consequences. What the hell? Where did they get all this professional defensive gear? Retreat. Get out of here, fast. Boss, that sunny base is really weird. Not only do they have plenty of food, but they're even using power-hungry gear like spotlights, loudspeakers, and alarms like it's nothing. Their defenses are like an iron fortress, we can't get anywhere near them. They're so well equipped, that means they must have an extremely stable supply of resources and energy behind them. In this wasteland, having a steady food supply makes them the fattest target around. Go get the guys from the nearby blocks. Rally everyone up. Such a huge prize. I'm going to take it for sure. Old Zhao, you wanted to see me? There's a private, high-end appraisal mixer happening in Shanghai this weekend. Quite a few experts in the circle will be there, and I'd like to invite you to come along. It'll be a great chance for me to introduce you to some legitimate handicraft dealers. Thank you, Old Zhao. That really is a great opportunity. Do I need to prepare anything special? Just bring one piece of your most representative, unique handicraft. We're mainly here to showcase the craftsmanship. No need to bring too much. Got it, I'll pick out something suitable. See you this weekend. Hello, miss. Today is a private event. Please show me your invitation. Hello, miss. Today is a private event. Please show me your invitation. Hello, I was invited by Old Zhao. No problem, Miss Shaw, please go in. Old Zhao is already waiting for you in the seating area on the second floor. Miss Shaw, come sit over here. Let me introduce you. These two are experts in the world of handicraft collecting, Old Li and Old Zhang. Nice to meet you, Mr. Li. It's my first time here, please teach me well. Did you bring the item? Take it out and let everyone have a look. It's this one, a metal carved ornament with a special craft. The texture of this metal and the carving technique are rare indeed. It doesn't look like mass-produced factory stuff. It actually looks like it has a unique forging process. Yes, this piece is special because of the craftsmanship. I am currently in the process of setting up a legitimate handicraft company and hope to have the chance to work with you all in the future. Miss Shaw is very reliable. The source of her goods is clean. Once you get your company registered, I'll be the first one to refer clients to you. Well, look who it is. If it isn't Sha Qing, our village girl who went back home to farm. Sha Qing, how did you even get in here? This is a private, high-end club, frequented only by business elites and industry experts. Not just anyone can walk in here. I'm here for a business meeting. What's it to you? What's it to us? You're just a country girl who spends her days messing around with sweet potatoes and cabbage. What kind of business could you possibly have? A business meeting? You, a country girl busy with sweet potatoes and cabbage, sneaking into a high-end appraisal event for a business meeting? Do you even know the first thing about art? You didn't just sneak in here to gawk at things you've never seen, did you? People can choose to farm in the village, but they can also choose to earn money with their own skills. I walked in here with a proper invitation, fair and square. Meanwhile, look at you two making such a scene. Aren't you afraid of embarrassing yourselves in front of all these so-called elites? You country bumpkin, how dare you lecture me? Fine, just you wait. I'm going to ask the organizers how they let a village girl like you in. Today, I'm going to expose you in front of everyone. Let's see if you'll have the nerve to show your face in Shanghai ever again. Su Yu, the Su brand high-nutrient fresh milk and defensive gear have arrived. Have everyone replenish their energy. Hold the defensive line. Li Yao, start distributing the supplies. This milk came just in time. The guys have their energy back now. This shield material is solid. I feel completely safe with this. Everyone, listen up. Form a defensive shield wall. Activate the high-intensity lights and sonic interference. Deploy the traction net. Team leader Su is awesome. The defensive gear that Sister Qing sent is incredible. Everyone, don't be fooled by her. She's just a country girl who just went back to the village to farm. That necklace she's wearing? It's definitely a cheap knockoff from a street stall. Don't come here pretending to be an expert. Jia, stop shouting in here. Don't come here pretending to be an expert. Jia, stop shouting in here. Why shouldn't I say anything? At this kind of high-end gathering, having a village girl with a fake necklace sneak in just lowers the class of everyone here. Madam, this is a private event. Please watch your language. Miss Shaw is my honored guest. Old Zhao, you must have been deceived by her. How could a village girl possibly have any real treasure? This necklace has to be fake. Since you are so convinced it's a fake, why don't we ask old Zhao and the appraisers to test it on the spot? Sure, let's take a look right now. Old Zhao, this craftsmanship is extremely unique. It's completely different from anything on the market. I haven't seen any known gold carving technique like this, and the material structure is incredibly rare. It has immense artistic and research value. This is absolutely a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. People can choose to farm in the village, but they can also choose to earn money with their own skills. Miss Shaw, since you have such high-quality sources and exclusive craftsmanship in your hands, why don't we cooperate? You could start a legitimate craft company. I'll handle the distribution channels and inspections, and we can bring these wonderful pieces into the legitimate market. Who knows if your machines are malfunctioning, even if it is real. She's just someone who went back to the village to farm. Where would she get such high-end connections? Who knows where she even got this thing? Madam, our appraisal equipment and our experts are the best in the industry. You've been making a scene here time and time again. It's disrespectful to us, the organizers, and all our guests. Security, please show these two out. Don't let them interrupt our meeting. Miss Shaw, please excuse this little disturbance. This is the first official Material and Craftsmanship Inspection Report. With this, you'll have solid proof for any formal business partnerships you pursue. Thank you, Elder Zhao. This is exactly what I need right now. Captain Su, this looks like a lab. These machines look even more advanced than the ones we have at base. They really are top-tier gear. This is a high-precision material analyzer from the old era. Sha Qing, we've discovered a research station from back then. We found a collection of files on advanced testing equipment, along with some unique material samples. That's incredible. Send over the equipment data and the samples, and we'll both confirm the findings. These materials from the wasteland might have immense practical applications in the real world. But remember, no matter how rare they are, they must go through proper scientific testing procedures first. We'll only consider collaborative research and development after ensuring everything is safe and compliant. You absolutely must not try to sell them directly. Remember, safety first. I'll have the samples sealed and sent to you. Miss Shaw, based on this inspection report, I, on behalf of several reliable craft distributors, would like to formally propose a partnership with you. If you're interested, we can follow proper procedures and sign a long-term purchasing and agency contract. If you're interested, we can follow proper procedures and sign a long-term purchasing and agency contract. Elder Zhao, thank you for your trust. However, since we're looking at a long-term partnership, I plan to make the process more professional. My current setup as a sole proprietor with a warehouse in the county won't be able to keep up with future growth. I've decided to go to Modu to register a formal crafts and new materials technology company. That's bold. Modu is the commercial hub. Setting up a company there will be a huge advantage for you to consolidate resources and build a standardized supply chain. This old man is looking forward to seeing your new company's sign hanging up in Modu. A new company means a fresh start, whether it's the supply chain in the real world or the rescue network in the wasteland. It all starts running officially from here. A new company in Modu. Su Yu, you sent something to my phone. Is there something important? There's a photo inside. I wanted to show you. She's an orphan. She doesn't even know her own name. I told her that she was a gift sent to her by Sunny Mom from up in the sky, and she was so happy. I was hoping you could give her a name. How about Little Lucky? I hope that in this cruel wasteland, she can be lucky and grow up safe and sound. Before, I used to think the wasteland was just a channel to trade supplies and earn some startup capital. But now, looking at this child, I used to think the wasteland was just a channel to trade supplies and earn some startup capital. But now, looking at this child, I finally realize that there are real, living people there, fighting desperately to survive. Sha Qing, I've sent the preliminary layout for the base to your phone. With this batch of supplies as a foundation, I'm planning to carve out a secure area in the base to build a children's zone. What kind of child-safe supplies do we need? Make me a list, I'll figure it out. Okay. Grandma, Aunt May. You haven't been back in over half a year. You look like you lost weight. Grandma, Auntie, Uncle, you must be exhausted from the long trip. Sis, Qingqing said she's been in the city for the past few days, busy with paperwork for her company, and she promised to pick us up today. Why isn't she here yet? I'll call my cousin and ask. My dad booked a hotel for you nearby. Let's head over, get settled, and rest a bit. Lin Zhen, my mom and my sister's family of 3 traveled all this way. Why did you only book one standard room at a budget hotel? There's not even room for an extra bed. Space in this city is worth its weight in gold. Since they're from the countryside, they can just squeeze together and make do for the night. I've got a client meeting coming up, don't bother me with these trivial things. That jerk. Sis. It's okay, don't let these little things upset you. That jerk. Sis. It's really fine, we can manage just fine squeezed together. We don't want to cause a fight between you and your husband just because we're here for medical treatment. Squeeze together? You came all this way to bring grandma to see a doctor. How can you stay in a place where you can barely turn around? Come on, check out. We're moving to a clean, spacious business hotel. Ching Ching, aren't you supposed to be busy with that paperwork? How did you end up here, Auntie? The environment here is terrible, and the ventilation is awful. Grandma is here for medical care, this place is completely unacceptable. We have to move. Excuse me, we won't be staying in this room, please process our checkout. It's already booked. According to our hotel policy, we don't offer full refunds for last-minute cancellations. According to the platform's cancellation policy, within 30 minutes of checking in, and as long as no facilities in the room were used, we have the right to request a full, penalty-free refund. If you can't process this, I can immediately contact platform customer service to intervene and review the security footage. Fine. I'll process the refund in the system for you right now. Auntie, Mom, I've booked a clean, spacious business hotel nearby. I got a family suite and a standard room so our whole family can be comfortable. Plus, it's convenient for getting to the hospital. The kid didn't know any better when he snatched the food, please don't hold it against him. You were standing right there watching him snatch things, and you call that not knowing any better? The base just established a rule. Supplies for the elderly, women, and children are strictly allocated, snatching is strictly forbidden. Since you won't discipline him, the base will handle it according to the rules. Your individual food ration for tomorrow will be deducted as compensation for him. If I see any more bullying, you're out of the main camp immediately. Yes, Captain Sue. I'll make sure to keep a tight leash on them from now on. It won't happen again, Lucky. The base rules are here to protect you, but you have to be brave too. If anyone tries to take your stuff, call for help, loudly. Go find the patrol team, don't let anyone push you around. Okay, I'll remember that, Uncle Sue. This hotel doesn't look cheap at all. You didn't even blink when you checked out. Your aunt knows you're filial, but how long have you been back in the village? Where did you get so much money for a room like this? Please, don't get mixed up in those online loan scams. Yeah, Ching Ching. Did you really make all this selling produce, Auntie? Mom, please, don't worry. I haven't gotten involved in anything shady. Every cent I've earned is completely legitimate. I guess it's time I set up a proper supply chain and emergency supplies company. I need to explain everything clearly to the family so they don't have to keep worrying. Auntie, Dad. I brought you all to Shanghai not just for Grandma's medical treatment. I have another big plan. I intend to officially register a company here in Shanghai. Sunny Supply Chain, a supply chain company. Ching Ching, your business is getting bigger and bigger. Mom can't help but feel a bit uneasy, dear. You don't have to worry, Mom. The company's main business is agricultural transit. We focus on e-commerce for farmers and emergency supply reserves. Every transaction is backed by formal contracts. It's all completely legal and compliant. Dad, from now on, our village's vegetable plots will be the company's first batch of partner farms. You and Mom will be our lead partner farmers. Alright, that's something I can definitely do. I'll make sure the quality of those vegetables is top-notch. Auntie? For the city-side receiving, warehousing, and logistics here in Shanghai, I want you to be in charge. You've lived in Shanghai for so many years, and you're so detail-oriented. I'd trust no one else with this. You'll do it? Absolutely, as long as it's a legitimate business. Your aunt will keep a hawk eye on everything. I won't let anyone pull a fast one on you. Miss Shaw, if you're going to set up a supply chain company, enthusiasm isn't enough. Your finance and tax records must be crystal clear. Miss Shaw, if you're going to set up a supply chain company, enthusiasm isn't enough. Your finance and tax records must be crystal clear. I've introduced you to an experienced financial consultant, Mr. Liu. Hello, Miss Shaw. I've reviewed your business sectors. For the agricultural products and emergency supplies, we can establish strict procurement approvals and warehousing audits to ensure every item is traceable. That's wonderful, Mr. Liu. I have only one requirement. All financial flows and procurement contracts must be strictly legal and compliant. They need to be able to stand up to any audit. With your word on that, I can rest easy. I've already reached out to several reputable agencies regarding those special artifacts you sent for inspection earlier. We'll handle the legal agency and consignment process from here. Thank you, Elder Zhao. With you and Brother Liu overseeing things, the foundation of Sunny Supply Chain is finally rock solid. The inventory records for the supply warehouse must be verified daily. It's the lifeline of our base. Don't worry, Captain Sue. I've logged every single item consumed in the books. There won't be any mistakes. The kids' area has been settled in as well. Little Lucky is recovering quite well. She really is. It's all thanks to the nutritional powder and purified water that Brother Shaw sent over. The kid's fever finally broke. She's in much better spirits now, with the rules and the logistics in place. Our base can finally take root in this wasteland. Everyone, look sharp. Get these old quilts and winter coats packed up. Everyone, look sharp. Get these old quilts and winter coats packed up. It's getting dark soon. We need to head back to the base quickly, Brother Yao. With all of this, we won't have to worry about getting through the winter at the base. Oh, quite a nice haul you've got there. You're the scavenging team from Sunny Base, right? What are you guys doing? Form up. What am I doing? You guys are living large with good food and drink, and my brothers are jealous. Drop the supplies and come with me. Captain Sue, we're at the ruins 10 kilometers out. The street has been surrounded by looters. There are too many of them. Brothers, some of our guys are trapped in a small, abandoned 2-story building. Hang in there. Use the terrain and cover to defend your position. I'm bringing people over right now. Li Yao's team has been intercepted. We need rescue gear. What kind of weapons do you need? They have quite a few people. They want to steal our food. I don't want guns. That would just trigger a much larger shootout. We need protective gear and tools to cause some chaos. No problem. I can't get guns in reality anyway. I'll provide you with top-tier supplies. Protective helmets, portable high-intensity flashlights, spotlights, first aid kits, and high-strength engineering ropes. I'm sending them over immediately. You must bring everyone back safely. Copy that. Listen up, you people inside. Hand over the warm supplies and food on your backs, and we'll let you live. Otherwise, once we storm in, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Let us live? If you wait until we storm in, you'll be in for a world of hurt. Not a chance. Brothers, hold the line. Set up the spotlights. Get the engineering ropes ready. Use the change in elevation to push them back. Ah, my eyes. What is that blinding light? Drop the ropes. It's Captain Sue here to save us. Brothers, put on the protective helmets that Sister Ching sent over and charge out. They've got blinding lights. Fall back, fast. Li Yao, take the first aid kit and treat the injured brothers' wounds first. Disarm these prisoners and bring them back to base for interrogation. What are your names? Which camp were you affiliated with originally? Start talking. Our base has rules. We don't do vigilante justice. We only follow the rules. Please, don't kill us. We were just so hungry, we had no choice but to raid. Keep interrogating them. As long as you cooperate and tell the truth. Our base not only treats prisoners well but also lets you trade your labor for food. Speak up. Who put you up to this? I'll talk. We're just low-level scavengers on the outskirts. There's a massive group of raiders in Anya City, and they've been eyeing your base's supplies for a long time. This was just a scouting mission. If they send their main force, you won't stand a chance. If they send their main force, you won't stand a chance. Sha Qing. Did you hear that? They said there's another large raider group in Anya City. Well, if they come, we'll fight. We'll handle whatever they throw at us. Since we've been targeted, we need to start preparing our defenses now. Let's have a meeting today. We need to discuss how to handle those captured raiders. Many of them are just ordinary people, the elderly, women, and children who were forced into this. Captain Sue, those ordinary people, especially the children, have it so hard in this wasteland. Our base has a stable food supply now. Can we try to save the children? Tien Rui, I understand how you feel. But how can we guarantee the base's safety? What if there are spies mixed in? If we let wolves into our home, everyone will be in danger. Plus, adding so many people at once will put huge pressure on our hygiene and health protocols. Li Yao and Dr. Lin have a point. So, we can't just let them into the core camp. I've decided. We'll set up a separate screening zone outside the base to keep everyone under quarantine and observation. We will also implement a labor for food system. Su Yu, I heard your discussion. I completely agree. Setting these rules. This base doesn't exist just to fight, it exists to help people survive. But setting up a screening zone requires proper management and surveillance equipment. We don't have enough security personnel right now. That's a big problem. That's easy to fix. I'll handle the security and management supplies. I'm sending you a batch of simple surveillance cameras right now. Solar-powered lights and a few walkie-talkies. I'll also prepare some printed supply forms and personnel registration sheets for you. Install the cameras at key points in the screening zone and use the walkie-talkies to stay in constant contact. Everyone who comes in must fill out the forms in detail. We can't leave any security blind spots. Captain Su, with these solar lights on and full-range surveillance, we'll be able to see even a fly coming in at night. Use these forms to register their identities and special skills in detail. Listen up, if you want to stay at the Qingtian base, you have to follow our rules. Starting today, you will live in the screening zone. You will earn your food rations through labor, like moving building materials and repairing the perimeter walls. You eat based on how much you work. Thank you, Captain Su. As long as you give us a drop of clean water and some food, we're willing to do any kind of hard labor. Captain Su, it's a disaster. Our patrol team intercepted something on the public channel. It was a clear text broadcast directed straight at us. Our patrol team intercepted something on the public channel. It was a clear text broadcast directed straight at us. Those major raider groups in Anya City weren't lying about the captives they took earlier. They've issued a threat, saying if we don't hand over control of the base and the supply warehouse, their main force will trample Sunny Base into the ground. Sha Qing, the real battle is coming. The Anya City raiders have given us an ultimatum. Sha Qing, the raiders from Anya City. Their main force could arrive at any moment. Once the fighting starts, we might face a long siege. What do you need me to prepare? We need a massive amount of shelf-stable food. The compressed rations we had before won't be enough. We need food that can be stored in the cellar for a long time to keep the survivors' morale steady. Got it, shelf-stable, right? I'll immediately start increasing our purchase orders for sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, and cabbage here in the real world. These 3 staples are the most reliable. They're filling and easy to stockpile. Tell the people at the base to clear out the cellar so we can receive the supplies. I'm counting on you. Everyone, don't rush to hand over your produce just yet. Listen to what old Wang has to say. Boss Wang, isn't it because you always thought our village's produce looked bad and kept the prices extremely low? Why are you here today? Look, old Li, I'm just worried you're all being scammed. Do you really believe that little girl from the Shaw family can pull out enough cash to buy up the whole village's harvest? Look, old Li, I'm just worried you're all being scammed. Do you really believe that little girl from the Shaw family can pull out enough cash to buy up the whole village's harvest? I did my homework. Her so-called Sunny supply chain is just an empty shell company that was just registered. Her capital chain has already broken. If you hand over your produce today, she'll run away tomorrow. When that happens, you won't see a single cent. Old Wang, stop spreading such malicious lies. Our Qing has never shorted the villagers a single penny. She doesn't lack the money. A girl who just graduated, how much capital could she possibly have? Villagers, don't blame me for not warning you. Sell your produce to me now. Even though the price is half of what she offered, at least I pay cash on the spot. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Boss Wang, you'll be legally responsible for spreading these rumors. You're just jealous that I'm paying the fair market price for this produce. Since I've cut off your ability to exploit these farmers, you've come here to smear my name. Stop trying to scare me. Where would your little shell company get the money to handle all this cargo? Uncles and aunties, please don't panic. These are the formal, long-term procurement contracts our company has signed with various channels. And these are the quality inspection reports for our village's sweet potatoes and cabbage. Every single metric is top tier. With this report, our produce is in high demand in the market. And everyone, look at this. This is the back end of our Sunny Farming Aid live stream channel. And everyone, look at this. This is the back end of our Sunny Farming Aid live stream channel. Just last night, our village's 20,000 orders of potatoes were completely sold out in 30 minutes. The funds have already been transferred to the company account. Everyone, take it easy while unloading. You sly snake, so that was your game, trying to trick us into selling it to you for cheap. Get out of our village. You win this time, just you wait. We'll see about that. Move the goods carefully. Make sure there's enough ventilation, don't let the produce spoil. Su Yu, I've already doubled the order for those 3 staples, but we've run into a problem. There's trouble in reality. The agricultural supplies were just the first step. With the demand from the apocalypse base exploding exponentially, I can't keep relying on these small, temporary warehouses to keep things under wraps anymore. The current volume of goods has already far exceeded my personal capacity to manage them. I need to secure a proper, large-scale storage facility immediately. We need to build cold storage and get all the necessary food business licenses. We need to establish completely compliant ledgers. It's time for us to level up. Master, build the cold storage exactly to these specs. The refrigeration and insulation materials must be top of the line. You must ensure the food stays absolutely fresh. Don't worry, Su Yu. We've been working together for years. We'll definitely finish this to the highest standard for you. Ching Ching, a warehouse this big. The rent must be an astronomical figure, right? And now you're building a cold storage facility? We were doing just fine collecting vegetables in the village before. Aren't we moving a bit too fast? Honestly, Mom just doesn't feel settled about all this. Yeah, that's right. Big business comes with big risks. What if all the goods get stuck in our hands and we can't sell them? What will we do then? Mom, Dad, come take a look. This is our company's newly approved food business license. And here's the full set of fire safety permits for storage and our business registration. We are now a legitimate operation fully protected by law. And look at this. This is the consignment ledger my accounting team set up. Every single incoming and outgoing shipment, every procurement contract, all the cash flow records and inspection reports are all recorded clearly right here. Now that we have all the paperwork in order. Oh, as long as it's a legal and legitimate business, this anxious heart of mine can finally rest. As long as the books are clear, that's fine. Since you've paved the way forward. Your dad will keep everything secure here at home base. Let's just work hard and steady. Captain Sue, with this stable supply of long-term food, our base is finally completely secure. Even with plenty of food, we can't be without rules. Starting today, the base will formally establish a strict distribution system for supplies. Captain Sue, the food rationing details are ready. From now on, all food distribution will be strictly based on work points from rescue missions, labor contribution to base construction, and the guaranteed baseline for the elderly and children. Everything will be issued in set quantities. We absolutely cannot have equal sharing. And we cannot let people just take whatever they want. Well said. From now on, how we distribute food depends on the rules on the ledger, not just on a word from me, Sue Yu. If we set the rules firmly, people's hearts will stay united. Captain Sue, there's a major emergency. What is it? Speak. Look, these are the images just sent back from the scout on the high tower. That red zone to the north of the ruins, it's a massive swarm of infected. Sound the highest level air raid siren. Everyone, prepare for battle. Logistics team, listen up. Organize all non-combatants immediately. Especially the elderly and children. Get everyone evacuated to the underground shelter level in an orderly fashion. Move fast, and whatever you do, don't panic. Move fast, and stay sharp. Captain Sue, the thermal infrared imaging shows that horde of infected is moving faster than we expected. The survivors on the perimeter are already heading underground. Tien Rui is leading the team down there. Keeping things in order. Good. Tell the patrol and defense units. Everyone get to your defensive positions. Keep a close eye on any blind spots. Don't give those infected any chance to get through. Sue Yu. I heard your alarms going off. What's happening? How big is this horde? Do you need me to find a way to get some gear from my side? I heard your alarms going off. What's happening? How big is this horde? Do you need me to find a way to get some gear from my side? Should I send over some defensive weapons? Not the dangerous stuff. That's not allowed in reality, and it'll just bring us bigger trouble. It's just a regional migration of infected, but there are a lot of them. We urgently need to reinforce the outer walls and get the evacuees settled. Understood. I'm sending over a huge batch of flood sandbags and high-strength barbed wire right now. Use them to reinforce the line. Also, I'm packing up the medical tents and protective gear you need, plus clean water for the elderly, women, and children. And some compressed rations. I'm sending it all over now. You have to hold out. Everyone, look, Sister Qing's support is here. It's the high-strength barbed wire and sandbags. Defense team, with me. Let's get this wire up. Pile all the sandbags in front of the gaps. Set up the floodlights to crossfire. Keep a close watch on the perimeter. Dr. Lin, take your team. And set up all the medical tents at the shelter entrance. Give the protective gear to the frontline medics and guards first. Understood, Captain Sue. With this clean water, food, and the tents, sanitation in the underground shelter will be perfectly fine. Captain Sue, something's wrong. These migrating infected, they've changed direction. They're bypassing the main outer wall we just reinforced. Where are they headed? They're bypassing the main outer wall we just reinforced. Where are they headed? They weren't aiming for the core camp at all. They're heading straight for our water source. Captain Sue, the water source is the lifeline of this base. We can't lose it. I'm sending a load of large well water equipment and storage tanks right now. Just in case the reservoir gets contaminated, we'll have clean backup water in the camp. Transmission received. The equipment arrived just in time. I'm leading a team to hold the back mountain reservoir. As long as we can lure this horde away from the water, we can save it. Li Yao, forget the supplies. Take the guards and evacuate the kids to the underground bomb shelter immediately. Don't let them get within half a step of the back mountain. Don't worry, Captain Sue. Little Lucky, everyone, stay close to me. Keep moving underground. Logistics team, move faster. Get those barrels that Sha Dai sent filled up. Start a fire, boil the water, and ration it out per person. Make sure everyone has hot, clean water when they pull back. Stay alert, everyone. It's just a scratch, nothing serious. The first aid kit Miss Shaw sent over. It's fully stocked. As long as we keep it disinfected, it won't get infected. It'll heal up in no time. Hold your fire. Save the ammo. Shield team, hold the line. Use the high-intensity lights and the sound emitters to lure them. Lead them toward the high ground on the left. Seal the drainage outlet immediately. Great work, the reservoir is safe for now. Seal the drainage outlet immediately. Great work, the reservoir is safe for now. Captain Sue, those were just the scouts in the drainage pipe. My god. This swarm is way bigger than the last one. The real fight starts now. Notify everyone. Round up all the sandbags and prefabricated blocks right now. Seal every single breach in the outer wall immediately. Sound the level 1 defense alarm. Everyone, get to your battle stations. Captain Sue, this is a massive migration wave, at least several thousand infected. Can our walls even hold? We have to hold them, no matter what. We worked so hard to build this place, we can't back down now. Sha Qing, a migration wave of several thousand infected is heading straight for the base. We need a massive amount of defensive building materials and equipment for sound and light distraction. Forget lethal weapons, trying to fight them head-on will cause too many casualties. We have to figure out a way to divert them. Boss Wong, take every single cement block, steel plate, and sandbag from your warehouse. And send all your temporary fencing over here. Don't worry about the money, price is no object. Get it to Manager Lee ASAP. Now, get me a shipment of high-powered speakers and outdoor spotlights, plus a stock of water and compressed food rations. They must be at my shop within 30 minutes. Several thousand infected. A head-on fight is suicide. We need absolute physical barriers. We'll block them out and use the sound and light to lead them away. Transmitting. Move out. Tien Rui, Dr. Lin, grab the clean water and food rations and get all the elderly and children transferred to the underground shelter. Stay down there and stay quiet, whatever you do. Received. The kids are already safely underground. Lin Yao, take your team, use the cement blocks and steel plates to seal every weak spot in the wall. Reinforce them from the back with the sandbags. Everyone else, grab the big speakers and the spotlights. Get them set up. The abandoned canal 10 kilometers to the right of the base. Move, move, move. Weld those steel plates shut. Don't leave a single gap. We did it. We finally led them away. Captain Sue, even though we didn't fight them head-on, those thousands of infected brushed right against our wall. The pressure was insane. The outer wall is severely damaged. There are cracks everywhere. It's barely holding up. Captain Sue, nearly 1/3 of the wall is destroyed. 5 are seriously injured, and over 20 have minor injuries. If we don't fix it right now, all it'll take is a few high-level infected, and we're done for. Focus on the wounded first. I'll handle the wall. Dr. Lin, how are the patients doing? Their wounds have all been treated. We owe it to those first aid kits Shaw sent over. Everyone survived. Lin Yao, organize the crew immediately. No matter how tired we are, we must plug that breach before nightfall. Understood. Sha Qing, the horde of infected has been lured away, but the outer wall is severely damaged. It needs urgent repair. Materials and tools have been received. They will be delivered immediately. Brothers, the materials are here. Defense team, follow me. Captain Sue, even though we can't fight, we've still got the strength to mix mud and move bricks. This base belongs to all of us. Let's fix it together. I'll come help pass the tools. Alright, everyone watch your safety. Let's fix the wall together. Old Zhao, this situation has really sounded an alarm for me. Any disaster drains resources like a bottomless pit. These small measures just aren't enough. You're thinking ahead, that's great. I've decided, on top of the supply chain, we also need to immediately register a dedicated emergency resource reserve company. I want to build large-scale strategic warehouses legally and in compliance. Whether it's specialized construction materials, medical equipment, or protective gear. It must cover everything. Don't worry, Shaw. I'll take the team to handle the paperwork and qualifications right away. We'll make sure to go through the proper channels. Boss, those monsters crushed their wall last night. Look, they're all out there working right now. It's absolute chaos. Heaven is helping us. I've also heard they have endless food supplies and clean water sources. Pass on my order. Gather all the brothers. While they're weak, let's take them out. Tonight, we're going to take over that pathetic base. The boss is right. Those monsters collapsed their wall during the day. Their defenses must be empty. Let's scout out where their grain storage is first. Be careful. This place looks suspicious. It's all lit up. And we haven't seen a single sentry on night watch. Captain Sue, those rats from Onion City really did come to scout us out. I'll take the boys out there and finish them off right now. Don't be impulsive. They're just a few scouts. We won't resort to bloodshed, so we don't escalate the conflict or trigger a full-scale shootout. Use the defensive equipment to intimidate them and scare them off. Turn on the lights and sound the alarms. Ah, my eyes. I'm exposed. Run. Run? Why aren't you running anymore? Take them to the interrogation room. I need to ask a few questions. Please don't kill me, brothers. I didn't do anything. I was just the errand boy. Eat up. Once you're finished, we're going to have a nice little chat. This is for me? You guys aren't going to hit me? Our base has rules. We don't do that kind of brutal interrogation. But if you don't come clean, we'll just throw you back outside. Wait, the infected out there. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. I just beg you to let me live. Sha-Ching, we just caught a scout from Onion City. We've got the situation cleared up. It's very troublesome. What's wrong? Are we outnumbered? It's more than just their numbers. According to our scouts, the leader of the raiders in Onion City has united several large factions in the area. They don't just have plenty of guns. They've united several large factions in the area. They don't just have plenty of guns. They also have heavy weaponry, like portable rocket launchers and vehicle-mounted machine guns. They know our outer walls are damaged and are gathering all their forces. In 3 days, at most 3 days, they'll launch an all-out attack. Our current physical defenses and riot gear simply won't hold up against that kind of firepower. Old Lee, did the security and construction supply company you were supposed to contact get back to you? We need to place an urgent order for supplies. I've already made the arrangements. Mr. Shaw, I've checked with them as you asked. They can ship over heavy-duty highway guardrails. Also, the high-strength industrial helmets used on construction sites, along with thickened cut-resistant gloves. They have plenty in stock. The guardrails need to be the biggest size, the kind that can stop a heavy truck from crashing through. The industrial helmets and cut-resistant gloves. Order enough for 500 people. They must all be delivered to the storage center tonight. Understood. These are all standard industrial safety supplies, as long as the money is there. They can unload them tonight. Mr. Shaw, here are the rescue shields you asked for. Thickened polycarbonate material. They're usually used for disaster drills and rescue scenes. They are incredibly solid and smash-proof. That's good, as long as they're sturdy. What about the drones? They're all the latest models of standard inspection drones on the market. They come with infrared night vision and high-power loudspeakers. They meet all civil inspection standards. They come with infrared night vision and high-power loudspeakers. They meet all civil inspection standards. Per your requirements, they haven't been modified in any way that violates regulations. They can't carry payloads for dropping, and they certainly can't spray any kind of irritant gas. Excellent. All I need is the reconnaissance and loudspeaker functions. Great work. Get the guys to hurry up with the unloading. Su-Yu, I've prepared all the supplies to deal with their heavy firepower. I can't get those lethal weapons in the real world, but I've prepared heavy-duty crash barriers and rescue shields for you. I've also got those standard inspection drones, and besides that, everyone is equipped with an industrial helmet and cut-resistant gloves. Great job, this is more than enough. We don't need to trade fire with them head-on. As long as we have solid physical defenses and aerial surveillance, we can hold the advantage. I'm sending everything over right now. These things might not be high-tech, but they can save lives at the critical moment. You guys be careful. Riot gear, Captain Sue. The guardrails Sister Ching sent are all solid steel frames. They're much sturdier than our old fences. Should we move them to the outer outposts immediately to block their vehicles? No. They have rocket launchers and mounted machine guns. The outer outposts are impossible to defend. If we set them up there, we'll just be sitting ducks. Then how are we going to fight? Listen to my orders. Abandon all outer outposts immediately. Everyone, take your supplies and retreat to the core camp. Install the crash barriers, all along the back of the second inner wall. Deploy the inspection drones. 24-hour aerial reconnaissance. Since they have heavy weapons, we'll avoid their strength. Since they have heavy weapons, we'll avoid their strength. Withdraw from the outposts first. Don't get into a head-on conflict with them. Everyone grab the necessary supplies and evacuate the outposts immediately. Move fast. Stay quiet. Captain Su, are we really just going to hand over this outpost to those bastards from Manhwa City? We built this early warning station with our own sweat and blood. The outpost has no defensive advantages. If we stay here, we'll just be target practice for their heavy machine guns. As long as everyone makes it back in one piece, we can rebuild the outpost. If you save the people but lose the land, you can eventually save both. We follow Captain Su's lead. Everyone, cover each other. Move along the retreat route, quickly. The boss was right. They're actually running away. Brothers, stay on their tails. Captain Su, they're catching up. Their vehicles are faster than our transport trucks. We're about to be in their firing range. Should we return fire? No, do not fire. Once we get dragged into a firefight, their main force will immediately flank us. Keep moving at full speed. Sha-Ching, we're on our way back to base, and we've got a scavenger convoy tailing us. There's an abandoned tunnel entrance we have to pass through. Get the crash barriers and floodlights ready to drop at the entrance. Received. The tunnel entrance, right? I'll get a big surprise ready for them. I can't see. There's a roadblock ahead. Brake. Hard. Nice job. Everyone made it back to base safely. Boss, they're just too weird. We were so close to catching them. Those solid iron barriers and floodlights just seemed to fall out of the sky. They slammed down right in front of us out of thin air. Out of thin air? Interesting. I've always thought it was strange. A rundown camp like that. Where do they get an endless supply of brand new gear? It seems like every time they're in danger, a mysterious supply line hands them a lifeline. Pass the word down. Don't waste heavy firepower attacking the walls. We're going to blockade the base entirely. I want to see what kind of goodies that mysterious supply line sends when they're trapped inside. We'll lay siege to the base and pick off whoever tries to help. Captain Su, I heard that the scavengers from Manhwa City even have heavy weapons. These walls we just fixed up. Can they really withstand a few shells? That's right, Captain Su. Our base has finally had a few peaceful days, and we can't compete with their numbers. What if we take half the food and water from the warehouse? Send it over, and call it a loss to avoid disaster? Maybe they'll just take the goods and leave. We take half the food and water from the warehouse, send it over, and call it a loss to avoid disaster. Maybe they'll take the stuff and leave, and everyone can at least save their own skins. Send them supplies? Old man Zhao, you're being too naive. Don't you know what those people from Manhwa City are like? They're nothing but a pack of wolves you can never satisfy. You give them half your warehouse today, and tomorrow, they'll be coming for the whole base and all of our lives. We absolutely cannot compromise. Compromise is definitely out of the question, but we also have to think about the children in the core area. If they start firing at the front of the base, those heavy weapons won't discriminate. The kids have finally managed to recover a bit. I'm really worried something will happen to them. Sister Rui, my heart aches for the children too. But if we really hand over our food, we'll all be starving in a few days anyway. Everyone, quiet down. It's completely normal for the villagers to be scared. No one wants to die, but Li Yao is right. We can't just toss a bit of food at the raiders to make them go away. So, what do we do? Captain Su, if we go head-to-head with them, they have heavy firepower. A frontal assault would mean too many casualties. We need time. I've decided to send a representative out first, pretending to negotiate with them. We'll show an intent to talk things over, just to stall for time. Sha-Ching, the base is under a lot of pressure right now. We'll show an intent to talk things over. We just need to stall for time. The base is under a lot of pressure, and quite a few survivors are pushing to just hand over the supplies and make peace. I'm planning to use negotiations to buy us some time. At the same time, I'll have Li Yao take a crew to clear out the abandoned underground pipelines behind the mountain overnight. We'll open up a secret escape route. I agree with your plan. Don't feel burdened just because everyone is panicking. This base wasn't built to wage war. It exists so that all of us can survive. If we really can't hold the base, we'll just pull out. Staying alive is what matters most. I understand. Having your support makes all the difference. I know what to do now. I'll handle the logistics. Whatever emergency rations or warm supplies you need for the other end of the escape route, I'll send them over whenever you need. Just do what you have to do. Captain Su, something's not right. Old Zhang went to their camp to negotiate. He should have radioed back 2 hours ago. The portable walkie-talkie we gave him has gone completely dead. Old Zhang might be in trouble. Captain Su of the Qingtian base. Stop playing these stalling games with me. The old man you sent sure has a silver tongue, but our boss isn't buying it. If you're smart, you'll open those gates by noon tomorrow. Our boss isn't buying it. If you're smart, you'll open those gates by noon tomorrow and surrender completely. Hand over the warehouse, or I'll use our artillery to blow your pathetic camp to hell. Those bastards, these savages have no rules at all. Actually detaining old Zhang, pass the word down, don't bother locking the gates. Tell the tunnel team to double their manpower. Dig through that escape route behind the mountain as fast as possible. Prepare for the worst. Captain Su, I've got intel. Old Zhang is being held at their camp, inside the abandoned auto repair shop in the middle. The perimeter is crawling with patrols. A direct assault will definitely cost us too many lives. I'm not going to storm them. We have to rescue him, but we won't trade our brothers' lives for it. Sha Qing, I need a few things to stir up some chaos and sneak him out. Standing by. What do you need? A high-capacity portable backup power supply, some heavy-duty engineering rope, and a medical kit. Old Zhang has definitely been tortured. I have to be ready in case he can't move on his own. No problem. I've picked out the backup power supply, the medical kit with a short-circuit pulse function, and the rope. Be careful out there. Once you get him, pull out. Do not get dragged into a fight. Ready to release smoke. Cut the power. What's going on? Is it the people from Sunny Base attacking? Hurry up and protect the armory. Hold on, old Zhang, I'm taking you home. Captain Su, you guys really shouldn't have come here. They've got heavy gear, don't talk. Old Zhang, with Captain Su here, even the King of Hell can't take you away. Wrap this hemostatic bandage on, quickly. Boss, something's wrong. The alarm and the power outage from just now, someone was messing with us. We didn't even see a ghost, but the old guy we were negotiating with on the second floor is gone. A bunch of useless idiots. What am I even paying you for? You let someone swipe the hostage right from under your noses, and you let them play you like fools. Su you think you can pull these cheap tricks on me, huh? I'm done playing this cat and mouse game with you. Get all the weapons loaded onto the vehicles. We launch the total assault tomorrow morning. I'm going to use heavy firepower to wipe Sunny Base off the map. I don't want a single soul left alive. Sha Qing, the raiders' main force is on the move. The images from our reconnaissance drones show, even though they have the numbers, it's not the massive scale they were bragging about. Their heavy weapons and explosives are mostly just a dozen beat-up, modified off-road vehicles, plus some old-school melee weapons. As long as they don't have heavy firepower to overwhelm us, we can outlast them. How are you planning to fight? Sticking to a defense? We won't go head-to-head with them. As long as we block their first wave of vehicle charges and break up their formation, they won't be able to afford the attrition. Good. To help you guys handle the impact better, I'm sending you a batch of top-tier heavy road barriers and reinforced protective plating, plus a few high-powered floodlights used for construction sites. Let's build them an iron trap, and make sure they can't even get close to our front gate. Ram the gate open. Get in there. The food and water are all ours. Captain Su, they've entered the sprint range. Raise the barriers. Turn on the lights. Captain Su, they've entered the sprint range. Raise the barriers. Turn on the lights. Ah, I can't see. There are road barriers, watch out. Captain Su, these protective plates are incredible. They can't even put a dent in our defenses. Damn it, didn't the intel say their outer walls had collapsed? Where the hell did all this steel plating and these barriers come from? Who goes there? Stop right there and don't make a move. I escaped from the Yingzi settlement in Anya City. I don't want to follow that crazy boss to my death anymore. You want to defect? Our base doesn't feed people who don't pull their weight. What proof do you have of your value? I have information. I know that 100 kilometers from here, there is a secret laboratory left over from the old era. Inside, there is complete scientific research equipment and a temperature-controlled seed bank that hasn't been damaged. As long as you're willing to take me in, I'll draw you the route map right now. As long as you're willing to take me in, I'll draw you the route map right now. Sha-Ching, our financial report for last month is out. We haven't just covered the heavy asset costs of renting the warehouse and building the cold storage. Our net profit has quadrupled. The company is finally, truly profitable. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful, Ching-Ching. We can finally call ourselves big bosses now. Your aunt was just rambling yesterday about whether we should buy a huge luxury apartment in the city to show off. Mom, only nouveau riche people constantly think about showing off their wealth. Since we've grown this big and strong, we need to think bigger. Old Lou, let's not pay out the dividends from this profit yet. In the name of Sunny Supply Chain, invest it all into the surrounding impoverished counties. Sign guaranteed buyback contracts. We will publicly support the farmers and help them solve the problem of unsold produce. Only by firmly establishing our reputation and foundation in agricultural support can our base remain stable. Sha-Ching, what a great vision. I'll get right on it. Captain Su, I'm definitely not lying. 30 kilometers to the north, under an abandoned ceramic factory, there's an old-era agricultural technology lab. I heard it has complete hydroponic equipment and a climate-controlled seed vault. That bunch from Anya City has been eyeing that place for a long time. Captain Su, an old-era lab. If we could bring back that hydroponic equipment, our base wouldn't have to worry about running out of fresh vegetables every day. MMH. Let's get our team assembled quickly. We have to beat those punks from Anya City and take control of that ceramic factory. No, we can't attack immediately. Why not? 30 kilometers out is already a deep ruin zone. The situation is unknown. The ceramic factory is such a fat piece of meat, why haven't the people from Anya City swallowed it up yet? There must be a trap inside. Li Yao. Send a 3-person reconnaissance team first to scout the area and check the situation. MMH, we absolutely cannot alert the enemy. Sha-Ching, if we can really secure that lab, the base's ability to be self-sufficient will see a massive leap forward. I've already sent people to scout the perimeter. Su Yu, don't get excited, listen to me. The tech equipment is certainly tempting, but your top priority right now is staying alive. It's the safety of the base. Whatever you do, don't risk our brothers' lives. Just for a few pieces of junk machinery. I know, I won't throw people's lives into a meat grinder. The recon team is just there to test the waters. If we find the risk is unmanageable, I will immediately order us to abandon the plan. Remember, whatever supplies you lack, I'll find a way to get them to you from here. As long as the people are still around, that's worth more than anything. Captain, look at the thermal imager. How is this possible? This isn't any fat piece of meat. 198%? No wonder the people from Anya City didn't dare to touch it. There's an absolute nest of infected inside this ceramic factory. It's incredibly dense. There are at least tens of thousands of high-level monsters hiding there. Captain Su, the basement of the factory is completely overrun. If our main force presses indirectly, it will definitely alert the swarm. We wouldn't make it back alive. So many monsters. Captain Su, maybe we should just call it off? This place feels a bit cursed. We can't call it off. The water purification technology and agricultural data inside are tied to the survival of the thousands of people at our base. That's more important than all the gold in the world. We have to crack this tough nut. Our main force is too big a target. I won't bring them. You go to the defense team and pick the 4 most agile and sharp-witted people. Brother, let's put together a 5-man elite squad and sneak in. Understood, I'll go pick the team right away. Sha-Ching, I've got the team ready. We're about to explore the underground of the ceramics factory. Ching, it's crawling with infected down there. What kind of support do you need? Just a heads up, I can't get you any heavy-duty weapons. No need. Opening fire in that kind of confined underground space would just throw every monster in the area. I need a few top-tier industrial hazmat suits, just in case there's toxic gas down there. Got it, I'll send them over immediately. Plus some portable air quality monitors. And some high-penetration mining spotlights. We're going there to swipe the tech, not to start a war. Understood? The hazmat suits and detectors are already in stock in the warehouse. You guys have to be careful. I'm sending them over to you right now. Everyone, seal up your protective gear tight and mount the spotlights on your shoulders. I'll repeat the mission objectives one more time. We are after the water purification tech and agricultural data only. We aren't treasure hunting, and we definitely aren't there to kill monsters. Once we are underground, everyone must maintain absolute silence. Without my order, no one is allowed to use their weapons. Do you hear me? Loud and clear. Let's move. Captain Sue, oxygen levels are normal. No toxic gases detected. Captain, isn't this supposed to be an agricultural lab? Why is there a biohazard symbol on the door? Everyone, stay alert. Captain, isn't this supposed to be an agricultural lab? Why is there a biohazard symbol on the door? Everyone, stay alert. I'm afraid what's hidden in here is a lot more complicated than just a few seeds. Captain, it's bad. That group of raiders took advantage of you guys being out. They're attacking our perimeter in full force and they destroyed the sewer system. Take the wounded, the elderly, and the kids, and retreat first. We're heading back now. Sha-Ching, the raiders launched a surprise night attack on our outer outposts while we were gone. They wrecked our water pipes and set fire to the temporary storage warehouse. What? Is the fire bad? What about our people? The wind is too strong, the fire is spreading fast. The worst part is, they took advantage of the chaos and kidnapped some of our wounded. They've got the numbers, and we're trapped by the fire, we can't get through. Don't panic, I've got a way to handle the ambush and the fire. I'm sending over a batch of industrial fire blankets, high-power water pumps, and heavy-duty protective shields. Plus, I'll send over a few standard inspection drones equipped with loudspeakers, and some high-intensity floodlights to help you disrupt their vision. Good. Once I get the supplies, I'll lead the team to go get our people back. Transmission complete. Burn it. Let it burn it all down. Tie these wounded ones up tight and take them with us. Burn it all. Tie these wounded ones up tight and take them with us. They'll make great human shields back home. Let's see if the Qingtian base chooses to put out the fire or save their people today. Captain Sue, the fire is spreading too fast, and the water pipe has been crushed again. There's no way we can get across. Wait, I've got it. Li Yao, take some men and hook up the water pump. Drain the standing water to put out the fire. Everyone else, get those fire blankets on. Defense team, raise your shields. Follow me, charge in and save them. My eyes, where is that blinding light coming from? Li Yao. Grab them back, cover the retreat. Boss, they put the fire out. These guys' shields are way too tough. We can't break through their lines at all, and they've already rescued the wounded. This is infuriating. Where did this crummy camp get all this high-end gear? Boss, let's stop butting heads with them. We didn't finish our mission to sneak in during the chaos tonight. Don't forget what the leader said. We have to find the key to that underground lab. If we drag this out, we're all going to be wiped out. You guys are lucky today. Fall back. Retreat. Move, move, move. The key to the underground lab. They know we were there. The key to the underground lab. They know we were there. It seems the secret behind this ceramics factory is even more complicated than I thought. Dual Realm Empire. Just playing delivery girl from behind the scenes isn't going to cut it anymore. Last time, I was kicked back out in less than 3 minutes, but this time, I've absorbed so many crystal beads. Let's see exactly how long I can hold on. Where am I? Why is this place such a wreck? So, this was never just some remote-controlled game. These are real, living people. Everyone here is fighting with everything they've got just to survive. Don't move, let me help you. You, how did you manage to come here yourself? It's too dangerous here, but I had to come see my top commander. You're injured like this. Why didn't you tell me when we were on the comms? Just some scrapes from fighting off raiders. It's nothing serious, everyone goes through this. Pretty lady, are you the one Captain Sue was talking about? The fairy from above who's watching over us? I'm no fairy, but I promise I'll make sure you all have enough to eat and stay warm. Please. Miss Shaw, this is what Captain Sue asked us to organize specifically for you. So this is the crystal core you all risked your lives for. The energy fluctuation inside is incredible. It's not just the crystal core, we also have a lot of special alloys from the old world. And insulating materials, Captain Sue said. We can't just keep taking your supplies. This is everything everyone in the base managed to save up bit by bit as startup capital to pay you back. With these special materials and the crystal core, our dual realm empire plan can finally hit the ground running. Miss Shaw, these industrial metals are things the brothers dug out from abandoned military factories and deep ruins. They weigh only 1/3 as much as steel, but their hardness is terrifyingly high. And those hard drives? They were dug out from the ruins of some top-secret research labs. It's a shame our current equipment can't decrypt them at all. This is absolutely shocking. If these things were in the real world, they would definitely shake the entire field of materials science and technology to its core. They are priceless treasures. Su Yu, these items are way too dangerous to hold. If you try to trade them on the black market, you will definitely bring a death warrant upon yourself. Xing, what are you planning to do? Once I get back, I'm going to use the name of Qingtian Company to immediately establish a top-tier, private research laboratory. I will pay a fortune to hire the most professional materials science team to take this wasteland metal and these crystal cores and conduct strictly regulated composition testing. Once we have fully grasped the core data, then we will apply for patents. We need to go the legal and legitimate route. We will gradually turn this doomsday technology into our trump card in reality. Sha Qing, building a lab is the right move, but you must be extremely careful. The technology and mutant substances left behind in these wastelands contain power that surpasses imagination. These things can save people, but they can also destroy them. Innocent is the man who harbors a treasure, for it invites trouble. In the real world, you must not be in a hurry to cash in. Your own safety must be the absolute priority. Do you understand? Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Until I have the absolute strength to protect myself. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Until I have the absolute strength to protect myself. I won't just reveal these trump cards to anyone. Captain Su, Sister Qing, I guessed it right. I bypassed the password wall using a brute force method. Hey, why does this terrain look so familiar? Captain Su, look at this line of text. Anyang City Suburban Response Experiment Panoramic Map. Director Zhang, let's get one thing straight. I'm fully funding this drama. First, because it's the novel I wrote myself, and I want to ensure the quality of the adaptation isn't ruined. Second, I am a businessman, and I need this show's product placement to promote our Sunny Farming brand and our agricultural products. Don't worry, Director Shaw. Regarding the commercial placements, we will absolutely save the best spots for you. Now, about the casting. Should we just go ahead and cast Miss Lin Nuan as the second female lead? Rules are rules. Since Nuan wants to make a living as an actress, she has to rely on her own genuine talent. I just want you to give her an absolutely fair audition opportunity. No matter who sends a referral or pulls strings, you are not allowed to push her out. As long as her acting skills are up to standard, the role is hers. If her performance is terrible, then eliminate her early. We don't do backdoor deals here. If her performance is terrible, then eliminate her early. We don't do backdoor deals here. Sister, are the rules of this palace really more important than a human heart? I haven't fought for anything, I haven't snatched anything, why must you still drive me to my death? That's the spirit. I love that fire and determination you've got. It's like the second female lead from the script just came to life. Ms. Shah Dailin really has solid fundamentals, she truly deserves this role. No one would dare say otherwise. Xiaonuan did a great job. Remember, you earned this role all on your own. Keep working hard on set from now on. Thank you, Sister Qing. I will definitely do my best. Director, the most important prop in this story, the heavenly mechanism box. The camera needs a major close-up, but we're currently using plastic and plaster molds. The texture is so poor, it looks fake at a single glance. Yeah, this really won't work. The audience will lose interest immediately. We could rent real antiques from the market, but we're afraid of breaking them and not being able to pay for them. What should we do? We need special metal with authentic texture. If we take some of that scrap industrial metal from the underground storage, both the hardness and that strange luster, those scrap industrial metals, the hardness and that unique luster would absolutely crush any prop on the market. No, I can't be impulsive. There are too many people on this set. If materials beyond modern understanding are exposed, there's no way to explain where they came from. It would only lead to big trouble. Real antiques are indeed inconvenient to use. There's no need to take this risk. I have a few blueprints for special crafts here. The details are very unique. Find the best prop-making craftsmen in the industry and have them make a one-to-one high-end replica using standard alloys. This design has such a heavy, substantial feel, as long as the budget is enough. The resulting replica will definitely stun everyone. There is no budget cap. Remember, I want a replica that looks indistinguishable from the real thing. No need to use real exotic materials. But the craftsmanship must be perfected. Why are you crying? I am teaching you how to act. You were just a newcomer with no background. You should be grateful your ancestors blessed you for being able to act with me. This slap is to help you learn your lesson. Teacher Wong, there is no scene in the script where I get slapped. Why did you suddenly hit me during the rehearsal? I add scenes when I want to. Am I the lead actress, or are you? How dare you talk back? Calm down, Teacher Wong. After all, Xiaolin is still a newcomer. She lacks experience and didn't follow the script. Purposefully hitting someone under the guise of acting, is this the rule of your crew? Who are you? Is this a restricted area where just any random person can walk in? Where is the floor manager? Get him out of here. Why are you here to visit the set in person? Xiao Li. Go to the monitoring room and get the raw footage of the rehearsal scene. Along with the security video from the makeup room. Copy the original files for me. HMPH, so what if you copy the video? I am an artist heavily promoted by Starlight Entertainment. Even if you have the video, what can you do to me? Director, according to the crew's regulations, when an actor bullies a cast member for no reason and seriously disrupts the filming process, how should it be handled? According to the rules, they can be fired from the production immediately, and we can demand compensation for the crew's losses. Fine. Since the rules are clearly written, why did you suddenly hit me during the rehearsal? When I say I'm adding a scene, I'm adding it. Am I the lead actress here, or are you? How dare you talk back to me? Please, Teacher Wong, calm down. Xiao Lin is still a newcomer, after all, and lacks experience. She's not following the script, she's using the scene as an excuse to hit people on purpose. Is this how your production team operates? And who are you, anyway? This is a restricted set area. People who have nothing to do here shouldn't be wandering around. Where is the stage manager? Get him out of here. Sha Dai. Why are you here in person to visit the set? Xiao Li. Go to the security room and get me the original footage from the camera angles used in the scene just now, as well as the surveillance video. From the dressing room, give me copies of everything. So what if you have the video? I'm an artist heavily backed by Starry Sky Entertainment. What can you possibly do to me even if you have that footage? Director, according to the production team's rules and regulations, if an actor bullies others on set without cause and severely disrupts filming, how should it be handled? According to the rules, we can fire them immediately and demand compensation for the production's losses. Good. Since the rules are clearly written, the obstacles on this set have been cleared. But the lead role won't be handed out for nothing. The team will hold new auditions. You go and prepare well. Use your real talent to secure this role firmly. Don't worry, Ching Ching Jia. I will study the script thoroughly. I'll let my acting do the talking. I won't let you down. Captain Su, the perimeter is clear. It's a good thing we found this secret passage. If we had used the front entrance, we would have definitely alerted the entire crowd. Stay alert. The door is rusted shut. Let's use our tools to pry it open. Everyone be careful, don't make too much noise. Captain Su, this place doesn't look like a biological laboratory at all. It looks more like an abandoned indoor farm. That's exactly right. This was established in the old days. As an emergency agricultural and water research station, it houses the most core water purification technology from before the apocalypse. Soil restoration data, as well as archives of radiation-resistant seeds for wasteland crops. With this information, the thousands of people in our base will finally be saved. With this information, the thousands of people in our base will finally be saved. It's got power. The system is actually still running. Backup power successfully started. Warning, current backup battery levels are critically low. Unable to decrypt core soil restoration and water purification data. Please restore main power supply immediately. To prevent data leakage, the system will, in 30 minutes, initiate the physical self-destruct sequence. This is bad. We don't have enough power. It triggered the anti-leakage protection mechanism. In 30 minutes, out here in these desolate ruins. Where are we supposed to find a main power source? Contact Sha Qing immediately. We are in urgent need of a high power generator. A high power generator. Sha Qing, we found the agricultural and water research station. From the old era, but the backup power is running out. If we can't restore the main power within 30 minutes, the core data will trigger a physical self-destruct. Your abandoned ceramics factory's power grid. It's definitely paralyzed, using a standard diesel generator. It's way too loud, 7,369. 7,369, it'll easily attract every infected creature outside, 7,369. We don't need to light up the whole factory, just enough to stabilize the server cluster in the main control room. We don't need to light up the whole factory, just enough to stabilize the server cluster in the main control room. That'll do. A high-capacity battery bank and an inverter. Should be enough to hold it. Got it. I happen to have a batch in my warehouse. Heavy-duty industrial battery packs meant for cold storage, plus a few sets of portable solar panels and toolkits. I'm sending them all to you right now. Use the batteries to secure the data first. Teleporting. Supplies arrived. Sister Ching, this speed is a lifesaver. Boys, grab your gear and get to work. Li Yao, connect the inverter to the terminal's main power port. Everyone else, wire the battery packs in series. Watch the positive and negative terminals, don't get them crossed. Don't worry, Captain Su. This thing, it's basically the same principle as fixing the solar streetlights at our base. It's a piece of cake for me. Connected. Power's on. Main energy array linked. Physical self-destruct sequence cancelled. Core data decryption starting. Goodness gracious, if we had been even a few minutes late, we would have made this trip for nothing. Great job, the data is safe. High-efficiency well water and air filtration system. Captain Su, you're a genius. This old world high-efficiency water purification system is incredible. Not only is the filtered water toxin-free, this old world high-efficiency water purification system is incredible. Not only is the filtered water toxin-free, it doesn't even have a muddy aftertaste. It's not just the water purification equipment. In those documents, there's also a complete guide on soil restoration and wasteland crop cultivation. Tell Tien Rui to get ready to set up a greenhouse on the back hill. We'll have clean food in no time. The water crisis is officially over. Old Lu's previous supply chain and agricultural business, the high-efficiency water purification and soil restoration systems were just the foundation. Boss Shaw, do you mean we're pivoting to a new industry again? Are we starting a brand new tech company? Let's call it Sunny Day Emergency Tech. We aren't going to mess around with those vague, fancy concepts. We're focusing on the most practical grassroots markets. 3 main goals: rural direct drinking water purification projects, emergency rescue equipment for extreme disasters, and the most crucial one, long-term agricultural product preservation technology. If we pull this off, it'll be a massive win for the country and its people. Boss Shaw, what an ambitious plan. As long as the technology is solid, we'll be set. I'll go handle the registration paperwork right away. Captain Su, under these files, there's a hidden document. It mentions a set of coordinates. It's named National Medical Research Center. Sha Qing, in the deep layer data from the research station, a lead for a National Medical Research Center has surfaced. That place likely houses the core data and research files. To combat the mutated virus, the Medical Research Center, a top-secret national facility like that, the security systems and the mutants inside, are bound to be 100 times more terrifying than the ceramic factory. With the gear and manpower you have now. But whatever you do, don't go in there hot-headed and get yourself killed. I know, going into a place at that level, that's just a death wish. I've decided to seal those coordinates for now. You're not going to rush in and grab it? That's the right call. Don't be too eager for quick success. Let's play it steady and smart. Over in the wasteland, you focus on using the purified water and soil restoration tech to turn our sunny base into an absolute fortress. And here in the real world, I'll hustle to get our emergency tech company up and running. I'll get you guys those high-level logistics and gear as fast as I can. Logistics and technical support, it's a deal. The day we're fully locked and loaded, that's when we'll head back to scope out that medical center. Su Yu, you made the right call deciding not to start a war. These medical and epidemic prevention files, about scoping out the medical center? You were right not to fight for it. These medical and epidemic prevention materials, they aren't like ordinary industrial tech. The real world's regulations on medicine and public health are incredibly strict. Any data involving infectious diseases or nutritional repair has to go through formal research collaboration. We have to run it through our own lab for compliant conversion and clinical studies. We absolutely cannot just sell this stuff directly. Without a legitimate background and proper legal permits, just putting out a prescription could get us arrested. It would only bring a world of trouble down on us. Don't worry, I know what's important and what can wait. I'll arrange for my most trusted elite team to scout it out first. Once they know the routes, they'll just go in to copy the core disinfection and epidemic data to upgrade our base's sanitary conditions. Good, play it steady. As long as our sunny tech company here in the real world gets the lab set up, we'll have a legitimate R&D front to work under. That way, we can turn these epidemic prevention and nutritional repair findings into our real ace in the hole. Great news, Sha Dai. Our first pilot rural water purification project for Sunny Emergency Tech has been officially completed. Now, the villagers don't even have to leave their homes to get clean, safe water that meets all the national standards. And we did this as a purely altruistic effort. We didn't charge the villagers a single cent for the equipment. The surrounding counties are singing our praises, and the media is actively helping us get the word out. Not charging the villagers a cent for the gear? The neighboring counties are really impressed with us. With all the media coverage, our company's reputation and name recognition have finally taken off. A good reputation is a great thing. But make sure the team keeps a close watch on everything. Every single step must be perfectly compliant. We can't leave any loopholes. Our company might be starting to make a profit. But remember, no showing off, no being flashy. Put every cent of profit back into technology, R&D, and getting more emergency rescue equipment. The deeper we set our roots, the more confident we can be. Supervisor, the technical department worked through the night on this assessment. This new company, Sunny Emergency Tech, the water purification equipment they're rolling out in the villages. The core filtration specs and energy efficiency data are somehow even better than the latest model our lab spent 3 years developing. And their manufacturing costs are nearly 40% lower. Costs cut by 40%? How is that even possible? How could a small, newly founded private company possibly have such mature and advanced emergency water purification technology? Our large-scale water treatment projects in several regions have already been affected by their public aid to farmers campaign. This project and the technology they hold is definitely a massive piece of the pie. Dig into this Sha Ching's background. Find out the source of their new company's funding within 2 weeks. Whether it's through applying pressure with technology patents or using capital to acquire this water purification equipment project, our group is determined to get it. Whether it's through capital acquisition of this water purification equipment project, our group is determined to get it. Ching, why did you come here yourself? This wasteland is full of dangers. If you need anything, just give us the order. These documents on preventing infectious diseases are too important. I had to come and check the situation myself. Dr. Lin, how are things on this side? Have the equipment and medicinal materials been put to use? At the moment, we've managed to stabilize the condition of the severely infected patients. Follow me, Miss Shaw, Captain Su. Thanks to the equipment and traditional medicinal materials you sent, this outbreak of mutant rashes has finally been brought under control and hasn't spread widely through the base. I'm glad it's contained. However, if we want to completely cut off this new type of infectious disease, relying on freshly prepared medication isn't enough. We need more core pathological research and data on epidemic prevention and sterilization. That's true. Actually, as long as we can get our hands on the prevention and control data from the national-level medical research centers of the old era, this problem would be solved instantly. I've heard that beneath the largest seafood wholesale market in the urban area, there is a hidden black market data backup center. There, it's highly likely that they have copies of those epidemic prevention documents. Since there's a lead, let's head over there. I'll bring the highest precision portable data extractor. As long as we can find the mainframe, I can get it done in a short amount of time. The wholesale market is on the edge of the urban area. The situation there is very complicated. It's too dangerous for you to go yourself. Just hand the extractor to Li Yao and me. We'll get in and out quickly. Su Yu, this is the most critical medical and epidemic prevention data. In the real world, there are also many public health challenges. Su Yu, this is the most critical medical and epidemic prevention data. In the real world, there are also many public health challenges. I established Qingtian Emergency Tech specifically to build a rescue and research system that is compliant and effective on both sides. I don't want to be some kind of queen, and I don't want to rely on these things to hoard wealth. I want this data to reach the places where it can save lives and truly solve the problems of water, soil, and living. For this short mission, I must go personally to oversee the integrity of the data. Alright, I'll drive that modified transport vehicle and take you there. Stay safe. We're almost there. After you get out of the vehicle, stay close to me. No matter what you see, check the air quality with the detector first. Absolutely do not take off your mask. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I won't hold you back. Something's not right. The concentration of toxins here is over 10 times higher than the infection source that caused the rash outbreak at the base. The concentration of toxic substances in this mist is extremely high. No wonder it's causing those widespread, mutated rashes. I've got enough samples, hurry it up. The visibility here is way too low, it'll be too easy to get surrounded. Something's up, fall back. Don't try to take them head on, use this. Let's move, now. This place looks like the old backup warehouse for the wholesale market. The air filtration system is still barely running, so the toxic mist hasn't gotten in. That was close. If we'd gotten tangled up with those monsters outside, we'd be in real trouble. Sha-Ching, look over there. These are small to medium-scale food processing line machines, and there's a vacuum sealer too. And over here, it's all basic medical supplies, saline solution, medical gauze. Plus crates of basic antibiotics. This is great, I mean, it's not a magic cure-all or anything. But these sealed food processing machines and basic medical supplies are exactly what our base needs most right now. With this equipment, combined with our water purification tech and greenhouses, the base can finally manage long-term food storage and processing. And those antibiotics can go straight to Dr. Lin. It'll solve the urgent shortage at the infirmary. You're right, solving our survival problems step by step is a hell of a lot more reliable than blindly chasing after some elusive miracle drug. Let's clear this place out and transport these treasures back to the base in batches. I'll coordinate the progress on the real-world side as well. We'll push forward on both fronts, including the compliance testing for food preservation technology. There's actually an independent power supplied area here, and the security level is really high. A purification control room? In a normal agricultural wholesale market, why would they build such a high-spec purification control room? And the fact that it stayed so well preserved even in the apocalypse, it looks like the formation of this toxic mist. And even the mutations throughout this market aren't as simple as we thought. Everyone, after all our preparations, the Sunny Emergency Tech Lab is officially open for business. Sha-Ching, we talked about doing R&D in medical and water purification fields. Shouldn't we be poaching those top-tier teams from established pharmaceutical companies? No, we aren't doing malicious competition, and we aren't poaching our peers. And we certainly won't play games like trying to blacklist the industry giants. We're going to do this the steady, legitimate way. Lao Lu, focus on connecting with the nation's top high-efficiency laboratories, authoritative compliance testing agencies, and official public welfare funds. We need to invite experts in agricultural water and public health to join us. We'll turn our technology into compliant, legal rescue products and get them to the places where they can actually save lives. Captain Su, the team is assembled, the guys are all itching to get moving. Captain Su, the team is assembled, the guys are all itching to get moving. Just say the word, and we'll march over there. We'll raid that medical center and take all their gear. Let me correct that. Drop the idea of fighting and grabbing territory. This is not a military operation. This is a top-secret scientific escort mission. We have only one goal. Bring back the water purification and epidemic prevention data from the control room safely. Do not get distracted by a fight. Do not engage high-level infected entities unless you have to. If you encounter any uncontrollable danger, the top priority is to save your lives and pull back. Is that clear? Understood. Sha-Ching, we've made it into the control room and are currently copying the epidemic prevention and water purification data. We managed to do the whole thing without alerting the tide of infected outside. Great work. In fact, the team of agriculture and water purification experts over here, I've already got them lined up. Once the data arrives, we can start breaking down the components and reverse engineering them in a compliant lab right away. We definitely won't slow down the progress at the base. You've done well with the technical foundation you're providing. This wasteland will be back to life in no time. Done, Captain Su. All the core data is here, not a single bit missing. Hey, wait a second, Captain Su, look at this. When the system was decrypting just now, it seems a memo file popped up by accident. Just now, when the system was decrypting, it seems a memo file popped up by accident. What is this? In response to irreversible environmental collapse. To preserve the highest level of human civilization, the Noah's Ark project is hereby activated. The underground ecological cycle system is complete. Sha-Ching, your company, Qingtian Tech, has been making quite a name for itself lately. However, the underlying technology for your rural water purification equipment, the source is very opaque. We have reasonable grounds to suspect your safety standards aren't up to par. If you can't produce an authoritative inspection report, we'll have no choice but to petition the industry association to suspend all of your projects. Wang, you don't need to try and pressure me with the industry association. You're just upset that we're eating into your profits and you want to see our cards, don't you? Old Lu, show them what we've got. Wang, take a good look. This is the detailed inspection report jointly issued by us and the top university labs in the country. Sha-Ching, the purification efficiency of this equipment of yours, it far exceeds current standards. And it fully complies with national safety standards. Old Zhao, with your endorsement and that of the universities, we've decided to proactively disclose part of the patent collaboration and research process. To completely put an end to the outside skepticism, making it public is the right move. But you have to understand, as your business grows larger, more and more people will have their eyes on you. But you have to understand, as your business grows larger, more and more people will have their eyes on you. You can't just have technology, you must establish a top-tier compliance and legal team as soon as possible. Every single process needs to be airtight. You're right to remind me. I'll leave this matter to you, spare no expense to get that compliance team set up. Captain Su, the crops in the greenhouse are growing well, we don't have a food shortage for the time being. But looking at the sky, I'm afraid this year's cold weather is coming earlier than in previous years. And it's much colder. You're right, Captain Su. The wind is getting more biting by the minute. Should we hurry up and distribute those winter coats and quilts that Sister Ching sent over? Distribute them all this afternoon. Give priority to the elderly and the children. Li Yao, take a team and check the heaters at the base. We must make sure everyone can survive this winter. Captain Su, it's an emergency. The temperature outside has suddenly dropped by over 20 degrees. And it's still falling. The temperature is dropping that fast? How much longer can the base's coal and oil reserves last? I just went to the warehouse to count them. At the current rate of consumption, our remaining fuel won't even last 3 days. If the heat stops, everyone at the base will freeze to death. Captain Su, this weather is cursed. The temperature is dropping way too fast. The snow outside is almost blocking the door shut. Supplies haven't arrived yet, we have to prioritize the core personnel first. Tien Rui, Captain Su. I'm here. Get all the elderly and children in the base. Concentrated into the underground core shelter. Move all the remaining heaters over there. Prioritize keeping them warm. The able-bodied adults will handle sealing up the leaky doors and windows. Everyone huddle together to keep your body heat up. Boss Wang, is the order I asked for ready? The thickened quilts and extreme cold weather gear? And the high-calorie self-heating meals, get them all loaded up. Bring them to my warehouse immediately. Captain Su, the bedding is easy. But that batch of safety heaters with exhaust pipes you wanted, the quantity is just too large. They're really hard to find right now. I don't care if it's hard, find a way. I'll pay extra. They must be safety heaters with exhaust pipes. Also, rush an order of rubber hot water bottles to me as well. They need to be in the warehouse before dark. Captain Su, the supplies from Sister Ching have arrived. Don't just stand there, you lot, come give a hand. Get the quilts, warm clothing, and hot water bottles handed out to the elderly and children first. Li Yao, you go distribute the food. Let everyone have something hot to eat. Listen up, everyone. When you're using the coal and the heaters, you must make sure the exhaust pipes are leading outdoors. Do not seal the doors and windows completely. You must leave a gap for ventilation. Nobody get careless. If carbon monoxide poisoning happens, even the gods won't be able to save you. Did you hear me clearly? Did you? We'll be sure to keep the ventilation going, Captain Su. Captain Su, we can't keep drilling the foundation. The permafrost layer is too thick. The machine can't dig through it. It's not just frozen soil. We hit something else 10 plus meters deep underground. We don't know how big it is, but the hardness of the outer shell actually snapped our drill bit. It seems like something huge is hidden down there. Our Qingtian company's future positioning must be clear. I'm not playing those flashy capital games. We are going to stick to 2 lines. First, the rural agricultural supply chain. We need to actually help farmers. Second, emergency rescue technology. Sha Xin is right. Everyone is talking about the sinking market in this environment. Focusing on real industry and rescue equipment is the most reliable path. All our funds will be poured into these 2 areas. I'm not looking to build a massive commercial empire that covers the sky. As long as our technology can save lives in critical moments, and help the common people solve real problems, then we're on the right track. Su Yu, since we have more supplies and people now, we have to redivide the functional areas of the base. We can't keep living all jumbled together like before. All winter-proofing supplies must be consolidated into the new central warehouse. The equipment zone needs to be completely isolated. Assign someone to guard it. Also, the medical area must be located in a quiet, wind-sheltered spot. Plus, squeeze out some space to set up a safe play area for the children. We can't have them living in fear every single day, following the adults around in the ruins. Also, the medical area must be located in a quiet, wind-sheltered spot. And squeeze out some space to set up a safe play area for the children. We can't have them living in fear every day. With adults terrified amidst the ruins, proper zoning and management can really improve our chances of survival. Old Joe put together a detailed layout plan according to Sha-Qing's instructions. Team leader Sue, everything else is ready. But to build so many independent zones, the flat area behind the mountain must be expanded to lay the foundation. Team leader Sue, Old Joe, we've found something unusual while digging the foundation behind the mountain. What's going on? Didn't we say we'd only hit a metal structure before? We cleared away the frozen soil along the edge of the metal today, and this is definitely not just some ordinary metal plate. The thing hidden underground is massive, and the structure is way too complex. Team leader Sue, look at this. The design and the craftsmanship. This isn't just an ordinary outer shell for an underground bunker. This is a heavy-duty exhaust valve. Team leader Sue, the supplies Sister Ching sent over were a lifesaver. The team has managed to safely survive this cold snap. Sha-Qing, the cold spell has passed, but the base can't rely on you providing supplies indefinitely. We need to find a way to be self-sufficient. I want to use the mechanical equipment we salvage. We'll build a large-scale mechanized ceramic and construction material factory behind the mountain. Let the survivors work for their provisions. That strategy is spot on. It won't just help the base become self-sufficient, the products we make will also help us create a closed-loop supply chain. The things we produce will form a closed-loop supply chain. You all go ahead and lay the foundation for the industrial park behind the mountain. Follow the plans. Team leader Sue, we've checked it thoroughly. This is definitely not an ordinary metal plate. Look at the structure and craftsmanship of this exhaust system. It looks like a high-level underground shelter from the old world. The exhaust system is still running, which means the structure underneath is not only intact. It might even have backup power still running. Team leader Sue, if there really is such a massive shelter down there, we can't just go ahead and lay the foundation anywhere we want. If we accidentally damage the load-bearing structure below, it could easily lead to a major catastrophe. Sha-Qing, the metal structure under the back mountain is confirmed. It's an underground shelter from the old world. And it might still be operational inside. Team leader Sue, this is an underground fortress. Who knows what old world supplies might still be kept inside. Let's grab some tools and pry it open to take a look. Don't do anything reckless. Li Yao, put those treasure hunting thoughts away. Since it's a shelter, there might still be survivors from the old world trapped inside. It could also be full of unknown dangers. You need to check if there's anyone alive in there first. Whatever you do, don't damage the structure. Do as Sha-Qing says. No forced entry. Understood. Li Yao, go get the microprobe and send it through the exhaust vents. First, test the air composition and radiation levels inside. Send it through the exhaust gaps. First, check the air composition and radiation levels inside, and mark the exact location. We'll wait until the professional survey equipment arrives. What a tough turtle shell. Seems like the people down there are living quite comfortably. Do you need me to find a way to crack it open? No rush, since they are down there. We'll just build our houses right over their heads. Architect, change the blueprints. Right above this exhaust vent, I want you to build a film set in the style of ancient Dragon Kingdom. Add a large-scale ceramic factory on top of it. Build it right here. Shaw, the workload for this foundation is just too huge, and the blueprints are drawn. Finish on schedule, and I'll give you 10 extra cans of high-quality baby formula as your reward. 10 cans of formula? No problem. I'll risk my old bones to get those blueprints out for you. My wife and kids are saved. She's burning up. Why is she this hot? Sunny's mom. Little Lucky has had a high fever since the middle of the night. Dr. Lin is on the way. Crisis averted, Captain Sue, Sha-Qing. There are no signs of a zombie virus infection in her blood, but this is definitely not a normal cold or fever. There are no signs of a zombie virus infection in her blood, but this is definitely not a normal cold or fever. Her vital signs are all skyrocketing exponentially. Her condition is very unstable right now. She needs to be kept under strict isolation and observation. If she isn't infected with the virus, why is her fever so high? It's not an illness. It's highly likely she's going through an autonomous evolution. Autonomous evolution? That's right. The vast majority of evolved people in this apocalypse mutated while hovering on the brink of death. But a very rare few, with unique constitutions, can achieve a self-awakening under extreme conditions. I went through an autonomous evolution myself back then. If she's awakening, Captain Sue, the process might be accompanied by uncontrollable energy fluctuations. For the base's safety, should we move her to the underground isolation chamber and guard her as a high-risk target? No need. She is a child first, and an evolved individual second. Just clear out a quiet room in the villa and get cooling supplies and nutrient solutions ready. We will watch over her with everything we've got. We cannot treat her like a monster. Understood, I'll go prepare it right now. Sunny's mom, it's so noisy underground. I hear the sound of gears, underground. Ah. Captain Sue, the old equipment is all here, kept in perfect condition. With these machines, the water filter cartridges the base needs, and the thermal insulation bricks for all our needs will be taken care of. Whoa, what kind of mutant dog is that? It looks terrifying. Don't fight them head on. Raise your shields and use the sonic repeller. Crisis averted. Sha-Ching, we've secured the production equipment for the filter cartridges and insulation bricks. Get ready to receive them. Honey, Captain Sue told me to give these to you. He said our generous benefactor specifically set them aside for you. Clean sanitary products. It's been 3 years since the apocalypse started. I thought I'd never get to use these ever again. Clean sanitary products. It's been 3 years since the apocalypse. I thought I'd never get to use these ever again. Captain Sue said as long as you run the factory well, we'll have a stable supply every month. Husband, please tell Captain Sue and the benefactor for me. Even if it costs me my life, I will make sure this ceramic factory succeeds. The water filter cartridges and insulation bricks the base needs, I promise, not a single one will be missing. Boss, you're finally here. Director Liu is filming a scene with the lead actors in the greenhouse right now. Did you order the cold drinks for the crew? 100 iced milk teas? They'll be here soon. Let's go see how well Nuoer has been honing her acting. Well, isn't this the cast-off Tianyu didn't want? She doesn't even have her own trailer or an assistant. And she wants to act alongside our brother Jia? Sister Yan, it doesn't matter that the conditions are simple. I'm just here to focus on my acting. Acting? Do you think this is child's play? For our scene together later, you'd better know your place. Don't try to steal the spotlight from our brother Jia, or else. Or else what? Who the hell do you think you are, causing trouble on my set? Where is security? Ow, ow, ow. Let go. Who do you think you are? Who are you to act out on this set? Security. Ow, ow, ow. Let go. Who the hell are you? Oh, Sha Dai. Please, have mercy. Are you blind? This is our biggest investor, Sha-Ching, aka Sha Dai, the sole financier. Watch your mouth. If you ever dare to boss my leading lady around again, I'll have your leading man kicked off this production. Yes, Sha Dai, I'm so sorry. I'll never dare to do it again. Zhang Nan, go get $1 million luxury van immediately. And assign 3 top-tier assistants to follow Lin Nuan around the clock. Charge it to the company account. Thank you. You're my person, how could I let anyone bully you? Just focus on your acting. MMH, I definitely won't let you down. Phew, this suit is so hard to put on. It's stuck, ouch. Sha-Ching, what's wrong? You're breathing so heavily. Did you get attacked? What's going on? I haven't entered the dimensional space. What's going on? I didn't enter the dimensional space. Could it be that after the space upgraded, our voices can now communicate across worlds? What's that sound on your end? Do you need me to come over and help? Don't be nervous, I'm not in danger. I'm in a real-world lab. I'm trying on a high-grade protective suit and the zipper got stuck. It's really suffocating. Sorry, I thought something happened to you. No, it's fine. The connection suddenly went through. What did you need me for? The functional zones of the base have been mapped out, but we need a massive amount of special-grade paint. I want to mark the road safety areas and the children's zones with bright, eye-catching colors. It'll make management and emergency evacuations much easier. Understood, leave it to me. I'll go buy the highest grade, non-toxic, eco-friendly paint right away. Hey, stop. Who told you to ship those out? Sha Dai, we've got a problem. This is a shady local middleman. He's trying to cut off our factory's supply to buy low and sell high. Hey beauty, don't you know how things work around here? I control the entire paint supply in this district. You want to go over my head and get stock directly from the factory? Not a chance. I don't do business with thugs. WXYZ. Hello, is this the police? There are people causing trouble and picking fights outside the Sinew paint factory. They're illegally blocking vehicles. Manager Lu, get your factory's legal team. Get them over here right now to take photos and collect evidence. Every minute of delay today will be counted as a breach of contract on their heads. You're calling the police to scare who? You're not getting out of this gate today. Manager Lu, stand under the surveillance camera. Driver, lock all the doors. Whatever you do, don't get out of the car until the police arrive. Make sure you see that clearly. We have the procurement contract in black and white, and the records of the full payment made to the corporate account. Legally, this shipment belongs to Sunny Tech. If you dare to block us again, that counts as disturbing the peace and sabotaging production and business operations. 00075, what are you doing? Everyone back off. 75, hands on your heads. 00075. Ms. Shaw, we have verified the situation. This group is suspected of disturbing the peace and illegal obstruction. We will deal with them according to the law. Your fleet can pass through normally now, Ms. Shaw. We really owe it to your calm response today. If it had been anyone else, they would have gotten into a physical altercation with those thugs, and then the truth would have been impossible to clear up. Violence doesn't solve the root problem. The law is the ultimate trump card. Director Lu, for our future cooperation, we must strictly adhere to compliance procedures. We only earn honest, clean money. Everyone, look at the blueprints. Paint the safe living area green over here, and the children's play area bright yellow. Mark all main roads and warning lines in red. Paint carefully. This is non-toxic paint that Ms. Shaw specially purchased. It's harmless to your health, Captain Sue. With these color codes, the zoning of our base is becoming clearer and clearer. It's starting to look like a proper refuge city now that the rules are in place. For the base to enjoy long-term stability, go notify everyone. We're having extra food in the cafeteria tonight. We're handing out self-heating hot pots. To celebrate the completion of the base's infrastructure phase. The paint is all in storage, and the coordination with the post-apocalyptic side is finished. But just a moment ago, a few building material suppliers called, saying they wanted to supply us through private channels. They even hinted at offering high kickbacks. Refuse them all. Tell them that all our procurement must go through official, business-to-business bidding processes. We will never engage in backroom deals. Old Lou, today's incident at the paint factory was a wake-up call for me. As Sunny Tech grows bigger, and involves more funds and supplies, more people are going to be eyeing our piece of the pie. Things like those thugs blocking the door today, our competitors secretly tripping us up, will definitely happen more often in the future. The company is growing so large now, that old, loose management style. The company is growing so large now, that old, loose management style must be completely phased out. Lawyer Zhang, starting today, all of the company's procurement projects must establish a strict approval process. Every flow of funds, every clause in every contract, must undergo dual audits by the legal and finance departments. We cannot leave any legal loopholes. Rest assured, Ms. Shaw, I have already drafted the standardized procurement contracts and compliance approval processes. They can be implemented at any time. Old Lou. The warehouse is the top priority. From now on, for all incoming and outgoing supplies, we must establish a dual electronic and physical inventory record that updates in real time, ensuring the books match the stock perfectly. No problem, Ms. Shaw. The new warehouse management team started today. The storage system will be fully operational by tomorrow. Old woman, look at how professional our daughter's company is. We're talking about a serious, major corporation here, not some little side hustle. Ching Ching, dear, since you're running such a big company, why don't you get your cousin a position as a vice president? You can't beat having family on the payroll. Exactly, niece. And another thing, your uncle's construction material plant might be shut down, but we can still supply you with some leftover bricks. Let's sign an exclusive supply contract. Keep the profit in the family, right? Grandma, uncle, my company is a legitimate business, not a family workshop. We have strict hiring and procurement protocols. If my cousin wants to join, he can submit his resume to our. If he passes the interview, he's in. We have strict hiring and procurement protocols. If my cousin wants to join, he can submit his resume to our. If he passes the interview, he's in. As for material supplies, all vendors must hold national quality certification and participate in the public bidding process. Are you really going to treat your own family like strangers, girl? Your uncle's factory doesn't have any certifications. Can't you just pull some strings for us? Contracts have boundaries and the law has its bottom line. Attorney Zhang, show my uncle the company's requirements for vendor qualifications. If you want to work with us, show me the hard data. Otherwise, the conversation is over. Everyone, pick up the pace. This building here is the children's activity area. Paint the outer walls a bright yellow. Paint green guidelines on these tents and paths. This will be the dedicated medical and quarantine zone. Non-medical personnel are strictly prohibited from blocking these access routes. And for the exhaust valve at the back of the mountain, mark a 100-meter radius. With bright red warning lines. Inform everyone. This is a maximum security danger zone. Without explicit permission. Anyone caught crossing this red line will be in big trouble. Little Lucky, what are you doing all the way out here? Didn't you hear that this is a restricted red zone? Captain Sue, it's breathing. The Ark, it's breathing. Captain, the sounds coming from inside the Ark are getting louder. I can hear so many heartbeats, and the sound of machines turning. It's like, they're about to wake up. Captain Sue, this is what it looks like under the exhaust valve. There are tons of long pipes, and at the end, there's a huge massive door. These drawings are detailed, they've been a huge help. Dr. Lin, take Little Lucky back to the safe zone to rest. She absolutely cannot be involved in the rest of this reconnaissance mission. Understood, Captain Sue. Come on, Little Lucky. Let's get going. Since the situation underground is so complex, charging in blindly is out of the question. I'll get you a professional abyssal probe right away. High-strength silent ropes and the latest air quality monitoring tools. Safety first. The moment you notice something wrong, pull back immediately. Captain Sue, the gear that Ching Ching sent over has arrived. This air monitor even has night vision, and these ropes look incredibly tough. Everyone, suit up in your protective gear, and make sure to grab your ropes and detectors. Remember, this mission is for reconnaissance. This isn't a war zone, nobody is allowed to fire unless ordered. If you encounter danger or any unknown devices, pull back immediately. Did you hear me clearly? Pull back immediately. Heard you loud and clear, Captain Sue. Captain Sue. Air quality is normal, no toxic gases. No radiation either. Slow down. Stay alert. This door doesn't even have a crack in it. It's completely welded shut. How are we supposed to get in? Warning. Unauthorized personnel detected nearby. Automated defense system activated. Fall back. It's an automated defense system. We can't force our way through. Retreat. This defense system is too advanced. A fly couldn't even get in there. Captain Sue, there's no way we're getting inside. Look, footprints. And judging by the disturbed dust, they were left just recently. The tread pattern is incredibly sharp. This definitely isn't from an infected. This means, right before we came down here, someone was active in this area. There are definitely survivors down here. Don't panic. Form a defensive perimeter. Get the high-intensity lights ready. And the noise emitters. Captain Sue, how could they do this? We came here in good faith, but they're trying to use these monsters to kill us. In this post-apocalyptic world, trust is the scarcest commodity. They've shut themselves off for too long. They view every outsider as an enemy. No matter who you are, trying to trick open the doors to the Ark won't be that easy. Sue Yu, what's the situation? I hear a huge swarm of infected closing in. The people inside the Ark activated a signal lure to draw all the nearby infected to us. We're on the defensive, we can't take them head-on. Our goal is to establish cooperation, not to make enemies. Use the floodlights and the sound equipment to lure the infected away. We're pulling back for now. They're refusing to talk because of fear and greed, so we'll try a different approach. Su Yu, leave behind that batch of fresh food and purified water we prepared. We'll show them with our actions that we aren't scavengers. Understood. Place the supplies we brought in a spot right by the entrance where they can't miss them. We're from the Sunshine Base. We're leaving these supplies as a gesture of our sincerity. In this world, only cooperation leads to survival. Hoarding all the resources will only lead to our downfall.